Yeah, because you're
'Cause
really gonna
Lord
hate this
knows
next
you won't
part.
do it for me.
All right. This is the part where the party has to
Oh,
fill their yearly tax return.
Les
Don't
likes
forget to
that part.
deduct
Leslie,
your
you've been overspending.
Leslie. You've got to keep 14% of everything you earn as an adventurer. All
Oh.
right. Quick recap, I think, is basically done. So, you guys were hot on the tail of the Darlings, who were a redneck family who are Cloverian supporters, which is another key thing that everyone else forgot. Um, yes, and it looks like for some reason they're kidnapping folks. I think the running theory is it has something to do with the magicalness of the races, and they are being transported to the west. Your other leads were that they are around the Temperance area, which is in the northwest of Greater Tor, which is the current island you are on. You guys were going to horse up and start going after them. I don't think you guys determined how many days of a head start. Did I tell you guys how many days of a head start?
I do not remember.
You gave us a
I
series of
don't think I
mathematical
did.
equations so we could figure out
Maybe
the
a day
variable.
or something.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so you guys are about to leave Abbott Shore when Gorgon informs you that he says to the party, "Unfortunately, I won't be able to proceed with you outside of Abbott Shore. I've got some things to attend to in regards to our expedition. I'm to speak with the Bryn Consulate as well as the Ministry of Natural Sciences."
Very well, Gorgon.
Gorgon says, "Brindle, dear friend, is there anything of mine that you would like for your expedition?"
Not that I can think of.
No.
But thank you for the offer.
Perfect. All right. Gorgon goes on his way. Any last role playing or things the party wants to do before Abbott Shore?
Yeah.
Before you leave Abbott Shore? I'm just going to add Anna to the initiative order. Anna, want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Shanae.
I also it should all be good.
All right. Yeah, that character sheet thing.
Yeah.
So is Anna like
it is like really slow, but I'm getting there. Hold on. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. I just got dropped into it. I don't know.
No, this is like I'm giving the party a quick role play. If you guys want to, you can role play quickly before leaving the city, and this doesn't even have to be concerning the main quest line. But this is kind of last call before you leave Abbott Shore.
Yeah,
So
I
Leslie.
would like to. So Leslie will approach Svelda and say, "It's been some time now. Were you able to complete the clothes, the modifications?"
Svelda will hand you like a cloak, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a modification to a cloak or a cloak, which is awesome. So Leslie takes it and reaches out to shake her hand.
She holds out a fist for a fist bump.
All right, fist bump it is. Let me know if you need anything. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out something, and takes a drink, and he starts to like writhe a little bit and drops down to his knees, and wings burst out of his back. Giant bird wings.
Gorgon looks on in horror and says,
Holy hell!
I was
Interesting.
actually
in the building.
I was gonna do it like privately one-on-one with her, and then come back with the wings and see who noticed.
Gorgon says, "Have you thought about how this is going to affect your love life?"
Yes. Leslie puts on the new cloak and tightens it so that his wings are pinned tight to his body and hidden.
One
So
of these
Gorgon
days,
says, "You plan on fornicate with these random women while leaving your shirt on?"
I'll think of something, Les says.
one of these days, Leslie's gonna show up with two heads, and I won't even be surprised.
I bet if he had two heads, Gorgon says, that he would never stop making out with himself.
You feel comfortable making these
Edward starts laughing.
I
modifications?
nailed
to-
that one.
Les looks at Thrindle. What was that?
That was a good one, Gorgon.
You feel comfortable making these modifications to your body?
Les says I do.
Don't
it's
you?
it's part of my exploratory zest for life.
I mean, I was told that when you're a mage, you have to be discreet. And granted, I'm not very good at it, but I never grew wings on my back.
It's possible that from many of our adventures and my multiple exposures to mana, that I was mutated in some way. Ugh, I'm a victim. A terrible victim.
You drank a... Okay, well, I'm sure if you want to
Convincing?
tell those people that are gonna burn you or something, go ahead.
Leslie shrugs and says, just because the feeble minds of the populace can't understand what I'm doing, doesn't mean I will live suppressing my desires.
I mean,
I'm a genius.
I'm all for not being persecuted and stuff. I'm just saying, I think they'll persecute you anyways. All my life.
Well, if they do, I'll simply fly away.
Leslie, if you like, I could look over your formulae to see if they are safe.
Sure. You are welcome to look over anything.
Thrindle, he forgot to carry a 2, so he's likely to get cancer in about 4 years' time.
Well, all right.
All right,
Oh,
any additional things, Leslie?
Nope.
Speltna.
I am good.
Matt, you can keep grilling Leslie on your turn if you so choose. Gar.
Sure.
Gar wants to stock up on holy water.
All right. Now, do.
Can't you just make it?
How much? Can you make your own holy water, Gar? Because you can with knowledge alchemy.
The first level spell I can.
Okay.
Less water.
So yeah, you can stock up on the holy water you require.
Can I purchase some kind of like jug or backpack full of holy water?
Like you're just gonna like carry a shit ton of holy water around, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Anything else, Gar?
That's it.
Okay. Anna. Beard.
Weirdo.
You're good. Is there any role play or
No,
things you want to do before we leave?
Do you want to roleplay coming back? Or do we know where you were?
Anna drops down from the sky.
Heaven.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
returned.
Yeah, that's how we do it usually.
Where did you
so.
go? China?
Yes.
Anna.
I have nothing to do.
I visited Yang.
Anna, I've missed you.
Like, I don't know if everyone's gonna behave as though I went somewhere. I don't know how to explain the fact that I disappeared from the ice cave like immediately.
Yeah,
So-
let's,
No, I don't think
let's
she
not
went
acknowledge
anywhere.
she was gone.
Anna,
Been
did you
very
hear
quiet.
the news? I don't know if it's good or not yet.
Whose mic is super terrible?
It's
It's on me.
I could be mine. I was trying to fix it.
Oh.
Anna, I'm gonna be a father.
Oh, congratulations, Leslie.
Thank
I wasn't
you.
aware.
Thrindle was
it
able to
wasn't-
see that it's gonna be a girl.
Now
Sorry.
it's gonna be a boy. We rolled a boy.
I think I should also like.
Are you pregnant too?
Yeah. Are you still a girl?
No, I'm a man right now. My wives really don't like when I'm a woman.
Wait, what happens to the baby if you're a man?
I didn't.
It's not his baby.
He's
Now,
not pregnant.
presumably
actually,
Liv is
as
No,
you
it-
know, Gar, the basically they kept telling Les to change back. Like they're like, stop fooling around in drag, and he's like, no, I'm actually a woman, and they were really confused. I'm like, stop doing that.
They
And
said they'd kill the
but
baby.
yeah, it's an honor like it's customary in Gamelon if the man disowns his family, that they would honor kill the baby to spare it dishonor. But as a member of the clergy, you could adopt it and spare it the dishonor by adopting it, and it would be a what's it called, a gesture of self-sacrifice.
Oh,
Huh.
I'm ready for that.
Which wife is it that's pregnant?
It's Melora is pregnant, the favorite one.
Well, congratulations, Leslie.
Thank you. I don't totally know how I feel about it, but I'm sort of getting more excited as the days go.
Me, I'm willing to. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm willing to baptize your child. Once it's born, of course.
I suppose my wives would like that.
What do you mean once it's born? Of course. You can do it before it's born?
Need to dunk
don't
the
think-
child into the baby.
You
Get your hand right up there.
holy water enema.
Just
Like
Simba
what?
him.
Now stand on your head.
No, I mean I'm good. Let's
Cool. Thurindle.
go.
Let's go.
There is many members of the Darling family. I think it would be at least a good idea to go over their names, perhaps.
We should split up and look for them individually.
There's Paul Rosetta. They're the leaders. And apparently, they're nasty guerrilla fighters.
Sorry, that
They,
Paul
they fight
Rosetta?
gorillas?
Paul and Rosetta. That would
Surely-
be the mother and father of the family.
Drindle, surely this family must answer to someone. There must be some angle we could use to reason with them.
I mean, if they're hunting mages, we might just have to.
So Thurindle, from what you know, because I believe you got a nat 20 on the knowledge local check based on the Darling family.
Correct.
So basically Paul and Rosetta Darling fought against the Torresians in the War of Independence, and basically have kind of like they live up in the rural hilly area in the northwest. You found that they're dirty guerrilla fighters. Every bounty hunter and every patrol sent in to take them out has been unsuccessful. Originally, they were holed up in a town by the name of Constance. However, a big battalion of soldiers about 10, 15 years ago were sent in, and they burned Constance to the ground. But they were unable to capture the Darling family.
So, who would be the legal authority that we could turn these people into if we're able to apprehend any of them?
The Torresian military.
Yeah, that would be good enough.
Yep.
Did we find out how they're taking people?
It seems like people are sympathetic to their cause and help them.
Like just randoms are grabbing them and sending them to this family?
Yeah, like Sveltna pretended to be or wait, who was it that pretended? It
Edward.
was Sveltna. Or was
No,
it
it was
Edward?
me.
Yeah, Edward was
Sveltna
pretending.
did. No, you were
Anyways.
pretending to be part
Someone
of the
was
Clovarians.
Oh yeah,
And
Sveltna was
we
the.
caught on that we met some people that were helping them. And they were just like randoms on this. Like,
We did.
But
Fuck,
then
we-
Trindle's retarded grandson ruined it.
Yeah, we did.
How,
No.
They said
How are they,
they said a
uh,
religious phrase to them, and they didn't repeat like the correct response, so
Right.
they knew that it was a setup.
how are they
And-
pulling them out of the city? Like just
we left the the unconscious bait in the sewer, and they were apparently going to pick them up, but they got tipped off.
but like how do they, or we don't know how they take them
See,
out
I
of the
think they
city
just grab people.
and just block them all the way to this other town?
This was outside the city that everyone knew them. Remember, because it was across the river. Where's the map here and all?
Yeah, so they
Point
weren't
out.
grabbing from inside Abbott Shore.
Yeah, it was out here.
No, they were grabbing from within Abbott Shore. So just as a
Like,
reminder, it was
This is they were being taken though over
Yeah,
here.
they were being taken here. They were being picked up in the poor district,
Oh, poor people, gross.
like around here, outside of the gates.
Now, there are a couple inconsistencies to your story. You have no proof that Santander was taken from the poor district.
No, not Santander, but like those other ones. Because we went out here and we met the gnome entertainers,
Mm-hmm.
and then some of their people had gotten taken.
But do you remember they were performing for a festival?
Yeah, but weren't they taken from the poor district?
No, that's where they're staying, is outside of the poor district.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're
So a
There's
couple, yeah. So it seems like a lot of them were being routed through the Clovarian district up in the north.
To this other town, presumably.
So basically, Beard, what happened was the party went through the sewers. They traced the steps. They found it ended out in a sewer tunnel that pumps sewage basically into the river.
Okay.
That flows out towards seas. And they found a couple tethered rafts that led to another the embankment on the other side. From there, they were taken by kind of a stagecoach, or as the redneck told them, the black stagecoaches that looked all purty-lack.
You got a purty mouth.
Okay. All right.
So sorry, Thrindle, you were recapping some things?
I was just going
I think you touched on what I was asking about.
some of the
Sorry.
names. Paul was also married to a woman named Sharon and had a bastard son, Alex, with her. Paul and Rosetta, Greg, Thomas, Mandy, Frank, Lynn, and Phil. So there's like Greg married Flea and had Sal I don't know that name, and Chris. Mandy had 2 kids, Dave and Sean. Frank had a daughter, Laura. Lynn and Phil had a kid, Rock.
It's also very important to remember all these names.
Yeah, it isn't, but
Sorry, one of their children is Kid Rock.
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Drew.
I named them after people in my office.
Well,
And
we're gonna have a
there's guy
talk
named
after.
Rock. There's French people at work.
Oh, sorry. Was this supposed to be an excuse, or like I
No,
don't
that's
see
just
how
how
these two
that's
things
how I-
relate. Oh,
that's how I
okay.
named
it
my
might have been the
NPCs.
way I recorded, like it might have just been
Their relations.
Sorry, not to
Yes.
further detract, but yeah, and then I can't wait till you guys get to my adventure where you guys are meeting people like Ji Li and Zhao Zhuang. And if you can't say the names, it's your
Sam
problem.
and Flo. So there's many of the Darling family, so we will have to be wary.
Perhaps we could infiltrate them somehow. They seem to procreate rapidly.
You think? I mean, I'm pretty sure I could pass off as one of their long-lost cousins or something.
Yes, we must simply pretend to be related and gain access to their territory.
Yeah, let's just pretend to be related and in love. No, I'm kidding.
It can be the Partridge family.
There's approximately 20 people within the family.
Oh, that's not enough. I mean, to infiltrate them, it's good for a family size.
Well, how do we gain access to their territory without running into booby traps?
Well, they live in a place called Temperance. Let's do...
Knowledge checks.
Looking more for knowledge geography. Knowledge local tells you that Temperance is a town in the northwestern provinces. You know that it's actually in a dry county, so they don't sell alcohol and drinking, and like they closely follow the Cloveran religion, but that's about it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Thrindle, there's lots of it's just an area north west of here. It's known for its like agricultural business, so they ship a lot of like wheat, potatoes, beets, that kind of thing into the main areas. It doesn't have much more industry. Lamat, or should I say Edward?
Yeah.
Edward, with a knowledge of history, you know that the Northwest region was always hesitant to to Teresian rule. In fact, most people, when Tor declared its independence, the Northwestern province declared its, it stayed with Cloverin, or the Cloverin Empire. However, they were eventually beaten back by the Teresian forces after the victories, and were kind of forcibly assumed into the empire. A lot of people there still practice the Cloverian religion. They're very devout in their beliefs, and they are kind of economically and socially backwards from the southern area of Abbott Shore, which has kind of progressed, Abbott Shore and the surrounding provinces, which have progressed at a much faster rate.
Cool.
Gar knowledge local. I can tell you that Gar in that area, there'd be a sheriff, which is put in charge of the government's administration.
Very well. So, should we start on some kind of friendly trek into this land?
Should storm the castle.
Oh, we should talk to their leaders first. See if we.
Sorry, did you say castle?
It is quite apparent that they
Metaphorically
will
speaking.
not be
Okay.
very willing to be open to us apprehending them, which
What
is
if
what
we-
needs to happen.
What if we offered a ransom for the missing people?
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh, what
I
if
will
we-
take up your ransom, Gar. How much will you pay?
I've got about 6,000 gold,
It's a deal.
but I'd like to deliver it myself.
Very well.
I will go as your bodyguard.
Oh shit! They're going to kill me.
All right. So, does the party have a semblance of the plan? You're going to head towards Temperance.
Yes, we'll simply pay off the bad guys.
All right. As you guys leave town, Abbott Shore disappearing in the background, it starts to rain, as it often does on Greater Tor. Now, as you're riding, you do have a choice. You could go through the west in Dunford, or you could go up through the northwest through the Central Lands. If you guys did want to make a detour to Dunford, they're about the same distance.
Well, we have more friends in Dunford, don't we?
There are
do.
acquaintances.
Let's take a vote. Central Lands or Dunford? I say we all get smashed in Dunford.
Very good.
Well, it looks like the Gars have it. We're going to Dunford.
I also say I'm going to Dun.
Remember
Leslie-
this shithole that we...
Is this the starting town or the one with the
Yeah.
cave?
This is the starting town.
Jeez,
Oh,
I hope the
boy.
Worm King doesn't
As you
show
guys
up.
ride back to Dunford, it's a lot smaller than you remember it. You can see that Feltna's uncle's mill is churning full force, and a little black smoke is coming from the chimney. The lynching tree is still at the center of the town, as remembered.
People look at the mail remembering the spot where Yang fell.
Remember that time that Fox thought he could swing on fishing line?
Okay, don't twist the knife.
Well, should we make a donation to a local charity, perhaps?
I hate this fucking town.
Gar, you should make a donation to that mill.
I never went here
Is the
in
mill?
this part of town, but it looks a little bit like home.
I think it's time we start building a positive reputation for our party. I insist that each of you donate to a local charity, at least 5 gold.
I don't think that's gonna help, Gar. With all due respect.
I will donate 5 gold.
It-
There's the knowledge
check
local for.
homeless
I would
people.
like to find a charity or institution that reflects Les's core values.
in Dunford, yeah, sure.
There's a general store, and it has a plate that they're passing around to fix some person's roof.
No.
I'll donate to that. Oh, I do know if there's one thing that's bothersome, it's a roof with a hole in it.
Are there any attractive women that I see?
Roll a D100.
Oh, here we go.
Svetlana drops the rest of her gold pouch into the plate.
90.
Oh,
I'm gonna drop a gold.
Will you pony up? Gold?
You find this girl.
wow.
Les will approach her and he will say, "Hello, we are here to bring goodwill to the town of Dunford.
Here we go.
I'd like to make a donation."
She says, excuse me, I'm sorry? What are you trying to donate? Are you lost? You don't seem like you're from around here.
No, it's true. I'm from the big city. I'm a well-known adventurer. But some of my friends are from this town, and we're here to try and help in any way that we can. So I would
Wait, you're that blonde city boy who was in town during the Dunford massacre.
That might be me. I get around so many places.
She says, what? And she folds her arms and says, what are you doing back in Dunford? I'm very confused. What are you making a donation to?
I was gonna ask where you worked, or if there was any institution that you represented, or if your household needed something.
Sorry, I forgot the name of the Schveltna. What's your uncle's name?
Virgil.
Virgil. Thank God, it was on the tip of my tongue. Virgil
Rudder.
Yeah, she says,
Rudder Mill.
I work for Virgil Rudder. I'm one of his seamstresses.
Oh. Yeah, I'll donate to Virgil.
Donate? He's a successful businessman. I'm still confused.
But he's rich.
But
He's the
I'll
one
do it.
that needs bribes, right?
That's what
I'll
I'd
donate
like.
to Bill Gates.
I am also
Not the Bill Gates Foundation. Bill Gates.
Yeah.
I am also a successful businessman, and that is why I'd like to donate. I'll give it to you, and then you can do with it what you want.
She looks really confused.
Yeah.
So
By the
she
way,
says-
what are you doing later?
She says, I'm going home.
To your...
Father?
Okay.
Okay.
He's a very ill man.
Tell me about your dad.
Well, I am a well-known healer, and maybe I can help.
She says, if you could take a look, I would be quite humbled.
All right. Take me to him.
She looks surprised and diplomacy check, Les.
Okay.
Because if a man just shows up, hands you money, and claims to be a healer,
Can we interject?
if you can.
I'd like to.
Yes, go. I'm going to start with Thorindel. Maybe.
So
I'd like second.
Thurundle is commonly passing himself as an old man now. And I will say, "Oh, Sonny! What are you doing here? Who is this girl?"
She's What did she tell me her name?
No, I didn't.
So,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a friend
Anna.
of mine I just met. I was hoping to help her. Her father is sick.
Well, you have to help me tonight too. I'm sick.
Okay, I'll help you. But I thought we were supposed to help the people of the town, Grandpa.
That's true. You will have to help him as well, but you have to treat our rashes.
I will. I will treat your rashes.
guys fucking him.
Yours as well, though. You know, the bad one we have.
Grandpa, I think your senility is acting up again.
Yeah.
Thurindle
Benzel, you
poses
gain
as
one renegade
confused.
point for that.
She's
So
like,
what
I better go. You guys seem very busy.
Well,
Thank you. I'll give the money to Virgil. I should leave.
Okay, he did just prove that I'm a healer. but good luck with your father.
You still rolled a
should heal
4.
him.
Yep, but then he came up and corroborated my story.
Yeah, he looks really
she's
healed.
still really weirded out. There's like an old man and some person who's not from her town.
Why do you keep bothering every lady you see?
I wasn't bothering her. I was going to help her heal her father. He can die for all I care now.
Bless.
Well, see, I think that's probably the problem with your attitude that reveals to me, like, you never really cared about her father.
Well, I cared until she no longer respected me.
Yeah, see, that's...
Amelia's father isn't sick in the way that you'd be able to help, Leslie.
Oh.
Her father is one of the town drunks. She's nice enough, but she takes it a little personally.
Yeah, Anna, you would have recognized her.
Yeah, I was going to go up and be like, stop it. I was actually going to say she was my sister until you said she had a dad, and then I was like, well, can't be.
Like, see, that's the problem. You're just...
I'm working on something to cure addiction, actually.
Wow.
How about something to cure huge egos?
Why would I want that cured?
Because you have an ego problem.
You're being a little hard on Les, everyone. I mean, who hasn't taken a pass at the milkmaid?
Anna slowly raises her hand.
Svelda raises her hand.
Edward does.
Oh,
That is an expression Gorgon will like, Thrindle writes it down.
If I would
Randall.
I would really appreciate it if we tried to keep a low profile while we were here. We don't have a good history of doing that, but
Wasn't
That's-
my
I
idea
think-
to run around giving 5 gold to people.
all right. Anna's got a point. Let's
I
all...
suggest you blindfold Leslie every time there's a strange woman around.
Perhaps we should give him some kind of drug to control his addiction.
Sorry, are you a paladin?
Yes. Called medicine. This man needs help.
I don't
That's
need
not-
help. I don't have a problem. I love people. I love them. Women.
I think you love yourself.
And men.
Or you're trying to.
All right,
Just a context question, Les. Did Leslie have sex with a man while she was a woman?
Nope.
Okay.
You tried, though.
No, she didn't.
But she sucked a few dicks, though.
That's canon now. Just like Edward fucking dead corpse.
Oh, gee.
No,
All right,
she
so-
didn't sleep with anyone.
Let's get back to keeping a low profile. Shall we roast
Anna,
marshmallows?
while you're in town, did you want to meet up with any of your family?
No.
Okay.
I was here not that long ago and tried to tell them about me being a witch, and they didn't like it, so I erased all their memories. So
Did you do a better job than you did with Lamat's dad?
I hope
was
so.
like-
I don't know. I haven't checked on them.
She
Oh,
had
no!
She had like a Groundhog Day episode where she just kept doing it over and over, trying to get
Dude,
it right.
honestly though, I imagine that is what Anna did. She came here and she just confessed to everything, and when they were overreacted, was like, redo. Not yet.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say I wish my family could forget I was a mage, but yeah.
Sorry, what did you call that girl, Beard? I know it was improv.
My family raised me to be a mage.
I think Amelia or something.
Earhart?
You never really
Party.
talk about your family, Thrindle. What's your
What's there
family
to
like?
talk about?
So you guys start riding out. It's still raining.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Like, what's your dad's name, Thrindle?
Who's your dad?
My dad's name is in my backstory somewhere.
Which
you
I
talking
did not
about?
post.
That's a
Thrindle.
complicated name. Isn't my backstory somewhere? Is it like a magical person too?
Still visited his mentor not that long ago.
Huh.
This is true.
Leslie
Well-
returns a woman.
Just Thrindle looks downcast.
You get store credit.
Hey, does Leslie change his appearance to be different looks of a woman, or does he always use the same look?
Always the same. because you
Yeah.
can't control that.
Okay. You could.
It is his true female self.
You need a makeover, Les. Honestly, I'm getting some real tranny vibes.
No matter what gender he is, he's still annoying.
Les shrugs. She feels pretty.
That's all that matters.
Let's give Les a makeover. That should be out.
I don't really trust you
Look,
with
can we
that.
get back on track and get out of Dunford?
Yeah,
I'd like to
yeah.
spend as
Okay.
least amount of time here.
All right, let's
Cassie
Why?
really hasn't spoken to anyone since
Wait.
there, eh?
Sveltna, haven't you gone and talked to your uncle?
I'll make a brief visit before we leave.
Can I come?
Oh,
No.
you're from here, huh? Oh, that's cool.
Selma looks embarrassed that she just let Edward find that out.
Oh, well, looks like. Oh, wait, so you.
We need to
Okay.
leave.
All right. I mean,
Get going, Edward. You blew it.
Yeah, you ruined everything.
I don't blame you. If people were to find out, they could turn on you. I sure know how it feels.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
All right. So Schveltna, you slink off before they leave Dunford to have a meeting with your uncle. Do you let it know, or are you just gonna like break in?
I was gonna sneak in. I want to see if he's like got the place trapped. How well he's got it locked up.
You like climb up on the roof, like slink down the window. He's got it open a crack. He's like sitting at his desk reading by lantern light. He licks a page, turns it, coughs into his hand, keeps reading.
I'm going to throw my voice to like the other side of the door, and I'm going to do my dad's voice. And
Dad's dead?
no, he's alive.
Okay.
He just lives in Tor.
Okay.
And I'm going to sound angry and say, "Where's Cassie?"
He says, "What?" He looks really bluff check.
Uh,
But it is like a.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna fuck Virgil.
He says, brother? Sorry, and he like fumbles around. He says, I wasn't expecting you.
when he gets up to go to answer the door, I'm going to like sneak in through the back window. Or like through the window and like close it behind me loudly.
Stealth check. Okay. You're good. So like you break in through the window, but like when you close it loudly, he's gonna turn around.
Yeah.
Okay. He turns around and quick draws a pistol and points at you. And would he recognize you as Schveltna?
Yeah.
He says, Cassie, what the fuck are you doing? You scared the living shit out of me.
What are you doing? You're supposed to have this
Reading my
place tightened
book.
up better.
Ah, you worry too much.
You don't worry enough.
What? You think some spies or assassins are going to come for me?
You never know. And she like closes his blinds in the window.
Hey, he says, now I don't know what the weather is.
An important detail.
He says, can I get you a drink?
I won't be here long. We're just passing through. I
Drinks
didn't want to
don't
not
take
stop
very
it.
long. He says, with a bottle already in his hand and 2 glasses.
Sveltna shrugs and says, "May as well."
He pours you a bottle of, not a bottle, but he pours you a small glass of rye whiskey and serves it to you neat. He pours himself the same amount and tilts the glass to you for a cheers.
Sveltna cheers him.
Says, you worry too much, Cassie. You know, your paranoia is often unfounded.
I'm gonna sleep with your uncle.
Yes, but it's gotten me through many of times.
How's everyone else?
Gamery is no longer with us. Nor is Yang.
Sorry to hear about their misfortunes.
Yes, Yang's was worse.
Yeah, became
worse
king.
than death. He says, some letters came for you, sent by your father.
Sultan will take them and put them in a backpack. She usually cries when she reads them, so she doesn't want to read them in front of people.
He sent me a letter and asked when you were coming home.
I'll make a trip there as soon as I can.
He worries too, you know.
I know, but it's better he doesn't know.
How old were you when your brother died? Just as an RP question.
Like 15.
How old are you now?
It'd be like 17, maybe almost 18.
Okay. The
With all
3-year
the time
anniversary of
older
your
than
brother's
that, bro.
death is coming up, and he was hoping to have a little ceremony.
I will make it there for that.
I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it.
Will you be there?
He says, without a doubt. Even if business keeps me preoccupied, I feel the least I can do is make some time.
Sultan will raise her glass and slam the rest of it back and start opening the window and says, "See you on another day."
He says, wait, I met a girl.
Sultan shakes her head, thinking of Gamry, and says, "It's only going to end in heartbreak."
Oh, it already did. It didn't work out.
Her name was Leslie.
I was
Sultan
disguised
nods
as a
and
woman
says-
down in the... Yeah, sorry.
Sultan says, "It's for the best. Trust me."
I don't
Then,
think it is, Sveltna. You still have a lot of learning to do. Or, sorry, he doesn't call you Sveltna. He calls you Cassie.
Yeah. She's going to jump out the window before she hears him finish that sentence.
You were about to jump out the window, but you hit the blinds because you forgot you put them down, and then you have to lift them up awkwardly and details.
You fall 2 stories
looks-
and you find this like bloody spatch on the ground beside where you fell out. You're like, damn it, Yang.
She looks back to her uncle and says, "The only thing I need to figure out are these goddamn blinds."
He says you gotta squeeze the end and pull kind of left and then pull down. You open
So
it
the
and
try
pop out.
and just pulls too hard and rips the blinds down.
He's like, I'll have someone reinstall those.
Yes, and some locks.
He rolls his eyes at you.
I did forget to mention there was one thing I wanted to do was purchase some manacles.
Well,
Okay.
you did.
What part of last call do you not understand, Benzel? No, it's fine.
Les wants to go see Virgil.
I just picture fucking Benzel at a bar at like 3 a.m. Just one more fucking shot, dude. Let's call it. Like
So you do want to go see Virgil there, Leslie?
Nah, I'm alright.
All right. So you guys continue on and ride towards the Temperance, the town of Temperance. As you guys ride along town, or ride along the countryside, it takes about 4 days to get to Temperance. So once you clear the more industrial westlands, as you move inwards towards the mainland, or like the heartland itself. Sorry, I have the hiccups. The countryside starts changing a bit. It looks a lot more like flat farmland here, and you can see many different factories, and you're passed by frequent caravans heading towards the major hubs. The Tor city of Tor, as well as the Abbott Shore. Mostly these caravans are filled with China wares. That's they kind of after. What in the Middlelands they mainly make like dishes and other stuff that's kind of classy and seen as that, but they're also transporting a lot of furniture, wool, other things down the road. As you start getting into the northwestern province, the area becomes more hilly and rugged, and there's a lot more farms with a lot more rocky soil. As you guys ride by, you notice that there is I believe it's called a bailey. What's a cage called where you hang someone or put someone in it? And leave them? That's a bailey?
Bailey.
Yep.
Nigger
So
box?
you do see a
Gibbet.
gibbet. That's a
Oh
one.
yeah.
A gibbet, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're
Gibbet.
thinking of gibbet.
They're called both, I think.
No.
Let's see.
So, anyways, you see a bailey or a gibbet with a skeleton inside. It is hanging from a tree.
He'll check to determine the age of the skeleton.
Is that your heel check there, the 26?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know
it's a
that this
gibbet.
is a male skeleton. It looked like it died probably when they were about middle-aged. You notice that the skeleton is in pretty worse conditions. You think that they died probably sometime, like you guys are entering spring now. You think they died probably last fall or late last summer.
Is there any
The skeleton has sustained several wounds. You can tell that a couple of its ribs have suffered gunshot wounds, and it looks like they've been severely beaten at one point.
Are there any civilians around?
No, it's just like you passed like a farmhouse down the road, but like this was a while back.
What, is there somebody in the gibbet?
A
There's
skeleton.
a skeleton.
Well, to Edward, it's somebody. Hello,
I'm-
darling.
Can I make a disable device untrained to bring down the gibbet?
Yeah.
It's gibbet.
Gibbet.
Um,
Gibbet.
so
To
Gar,
jibe it?
as you grab on the bottom of the cage and try and yank, something catches you in the side of the arm. Reflex save, or actually no, it's flat-footed touch attack, or no, just a flat-footed attack.
Don't be a dick, Drew.
14 AC.
26. Eight points of damage, Gar. As you pull down on something, you notice that the side of the cage underneath has been rigged with it looks like a bear trap actually, and it swings shut and pinches onto your arm. Fortitude save, please.
Only plus
He's
Other-
probably okay.
plus 10.
Remember, he's a paladin.
Yeah. Still have to go through the motions, Beard.
23. Sorry.
Well, why?
You're good. Because he's
'Cause-
probably okay. He could roll a 1.
No, he's immune to poison and disease. He's a paladin.
Not poison, but disease.
Oh. Oh my
Oh,
bad.
there's a disease anyways, so.
He's immune.
Whoa.
Yeah, something catches your arm.
Am I stuck?
Your arm is stuck.
Well, it seems my attempt at morality has left me pinned. Could anyone help me out of this?
That'll teach you.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. I'll jump in to try to help him.
You're on your own.
Edward, you don't have any plans for this corpse, do you?
You know what? No, of course not. I'd never. What
Edward,
the hell?
he is stuck,
Luck
so
check.
if you were to animate the skeleton, it could probably tickle Gar, and he couldn't do much about it.
I mean, I don't want to. You know,
How
it's-
badly are you stuck, Gar?
Escape check.
Or you could do a strength to try and get out.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do this.
You kind of push against it, but it's still locked on your arm.
What's exactly locked onto his arm?
A bear
Uh,
trap.
Bear trap.
Bear trap. Shit.
It's not
mean-
a bear trap, but it's the mechanism's largely similar.
It's felt
He can-
surely you can disable this thing.
He can just eventually pull it open, can't he? Like, why?
I could. It's a question of whether I wanted to.
I just mean Gar himself. could do
Speltna,
it.
you have no problem resetting the pressure plate and popping the trap off his arm.
Could be difficult to open with one hand.
Well, it
But, like-
seems the laws of this land would not want this to be taken down. Well, assuming this was put up by a righteous people.
What? No, there's no way a righteous person would put somebody else in a cage to die.
Does seem like a rather torturous way to die.
Quiet, Hebreek. Who invited you?
Well,
anyway?
In some cultures, making an example of someone is a powerful thing.
A perception check to see if there's any more traps on the
You're my
cage.
favorite paladin.
You think at one point, you look at it, and there are no other traps that you can see, but like the cage is well designed. However, the trap itself looks like it's made from improvised parts.
Maybe you should send it back up, Sveltna, so they don't know that anybody is touched with it.
It could have been triggered by anything. An animal, the wind. We don't need to set it back up. It could maim another person.
Roaming paladin.
I guess that's true.
I'd rather leave it unmarked or unset. Let them know someone's here.
I mean, if they see somebody new in town that probably doesn't know they put traps on cages, they'll suspect us is all I'm saying.
Garb makes an
That's
attack
fine.
roll at the chain supporting the cage.
They can come
with
and
an
ask me
arrow?
about them trapping.
You shoot it with an arrow, but the arrow seems not able to damage the chain.
Can't you just like take 20 on a strength check if there's nothing else going on? Like why?
I'm not letting you break the arrow with the chain. Sorry, break a chain with the arrow.
No, that's
Yeah,
hardness.
Just use your hands and open it, or
Yeah.
someone else do it. Or are we all just gonna stand
Is it
there?
hanging up a branch?
I
So
can
great-
just climb up there and probably take
Yeah.
it down.
Just do that.
Yeah, it's hanging off an old oak tree.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm just gonna climb up and just disable the chain from the tree.
Okay.
Wait, where are we? What, are we giving this,
All
this person a proper burial?
Yeah, let's go Gar up
yeah.
first.
So as you try and climb up the base of the tree, though, roll you
You guys are good at this.
attack.
You know, I remember
So,
once.
you step down and you feel something give, and like instinctively you pull your foot out as another one of these traps snaps up at your feet.
How
Yeah,
many of us does it
Holy-
take to unhinge this device?
Quiet, fucking Hebreek. What are you
Josh,
doing
you
there?
don't
Beltnut, it looks like whoever put this Bailey here did not want people to remove it.
Holy hell.
You are able to disable the chain, though. Do you lower the chain down slowly or let it come down with an inglorious thump?
I'm just gonna let it fall.
remember.
The chain comes down with an inglorious thump, and bones fly out as it hits the ground.
How are we
Well,
going
there,
to
it's down.
collect the remains now, Schveltner?
Who cares?
I do.
I don't know, it's down. That's your problem.
All right, fine. I'll pick up body parts like I'm Edward or something.
Do you want
So
to
I
like
jump
bless
down
him?
from our branch and says, "Man, everybody is just on fire tonight."
Well, could you use your powers for something
It's been
good?
3 days and it's daytime.
What do you want me to do?
I
And
want
it's
you
wet.
to animate the separated bones into a body, make them walk into a hole I'm going to dig, and then release the spirit.
What?
Why
I don't
would you
think
do
that's-
that?
I
Why
don't
would
think
you
that's-
disturb the soul
I don't
in
think
such a
that's
way
how
for
it
such a
works.
It's
mundane
a lot
task?
of work.
I'm not gonna animate. Just pick him up.
My
Damn it.
back's a
fucking
little
get hit by
sore. I don't.
lightning?
Since when?
Like-
Since when are you again like too good to animate fucking the dead?
Dude, this no,
So
no,
the one time you could be useful.
no. The thing we should be focusing on is a paladin was like necromancer.
like-
Can you
Right,
raise
yeah.
the skeleton? I don't want to
Can
pick
you
up
just-
the bones.
Can you just use that ability that I've said I'm going to
I-
kill you if you ever use?
It's like a
just so I
In
don't have
Gar's
to pick up.
defense, he hurt his back.
Good
moving
job
the
refusing,
fridge.
Edward. It was a test.
I'm really lazy.
I don't think that when I animate a skeleton, I can just like release him like that.
Okay, fine. I'll pick it up. Enough banter. Now, Sveltner, I'd like you to check the area for traps. It seems we're in hillbilly territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Watch how you talk about my people.
can I try to cover our tracks a little bit? I imagine all these humans on.
I'll
We're
take a
on
survival,
horses, though.
Sorry. Yeah, you guys. You guys rode in.
Yeah, so like, there's probably not much you can do, but I'll do what I can, I guess.
Anna,
Survival.
could you have your little pet climb the tree and look out for anyone who might have heard the crash of the gibbet?
I mean, I don't know. There may be other bear traps.
But also in contrast, Gar, like the last farmer's house you passed was like, a couple miles back up the road.
There could be people around. Are you saying we're not yet in their territory?
I never said that.
My 19 perception was because Gar wanted me to search around the area for more traps.
You search around the base of the tree, you find another bear trap that has been seized shut. Like it looks like something triggered it and got away, and it's like rusted shut. And it's at the base of the tree.
Okay.
It's probably been there for a long time.
Jesus.
I'm gonna throw in like a heal just to try to see maybe how long that skeleton was here, because
Gar got it with his. It died sometime late last summer or early last fall.
Oh, I see.
Edward, these rednecks are quite skilled at hiding the traps. I was completely blindsided. I want you to use Jerry as cannon fodder.
No, I can't. Jerry is really.
You think
That's
by
an
your
order.
estimates, you're like about half a day, or you're about a day out from Temperance.
Jerry doesn't like stay for a long time.
Well, next time we're in a dangerous-looking spot, you can bring Jerry around.
So,
This
Gar,
would
is your
break-
plan to bury the corpse?
Yes.
I mean,
Les, help me dig a hole.
Yeah, okay.
Get
Les-
your lazy ass.
Les
work.
starts filing her nails.
Oh yes, you're a woman now.
That's right. I don't have to
Edward.
dig.
I mean, if you'd want, I could raise this skeleton and keep it as in case we need like a trap person.
This soul has suffered enough. I think we need to set it free.
You just wanted to raise it like a minute ago, just so you didn't have to pick it up.
Anna gets back on her horse and she leaves. Goodbye.
Look,
Hey, Anna, where are you going?
No, goodbye.
Anna, your party.
We hold
spotted.
a solemn
Anna!
memorial for the
also, I never really wanted to raise it. I just wanted to see if Gar would agree.
Would anyone like to say a few words for the fellow in the gibbet?
I'll do it.
All
So I
right.
rode off with Anna.
Well, they can write off, but I think this person. All right, so I don't know this person when he or she was living, and I don't know if they did indeed commit crimes or not. But I'm sure that they probably did not deserve a death so horrible, and I wish that in
Almost
their
time.
afterlife they find peace.
Amen. Guard dumps a bucket of holy water. Seals the grave. Not a bucket, a glass.
Sure you don't want a whole metric bucket?
All right. The last thing I want is for the party to be split up. Let's catch up with Anna and Schwell.
Yeah.
So you guys ride into Temperance.
Oh, this is a fine
can
village.
we sort of scout it out a little bit first?
Yeah, from a distance.
Now, I'm not from around here, so I'm going to go in on my own. Play it off like I'm traveling alone. The rest
Gar,
of
I'm not exactly sure you are the most persuasive type to.
I mean,
I could
I
go
mean,
pretend to be his wife.
I know village folk. They're skeptical of strangers, whether you're alone or in a group.
Don't worry, I have an aura of good about me. They will welcome
Yes,
me.
but
Are you
unless they're
sure?
mages, they can't read that aura.
Well, I'm quite stealthy if I need to escape.
You're a paladin. You're not stealthy.
Les grabs
If
Gar's
you need
hand.
to escape, there's too late for stealth.
Les
I mean,
grabs
look.
Gar's hand and says, "Okay, honey, you ready to go?"
Are you truly in your god's favor?
Les, that's a brilliant idea, but I'm way too disgusted by you.
Oh,
Right.
that's half the fun.
I don't think they'd believe a paladin has a wife.
What
I'm not
paladins?
celibate, Edward. I just
Oh.
can't get any.
I've tried, damn it.
Really? Oh, sorry. I thought you had like a vow of celibacy or something. I figured there must be one virtue you have. I'm kidding. No, that's too mean for Edward.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk to the villagers. I made
So,
up my
yeah.
mind. If I'm kidnapped and killed, I'll just have to.
I'm going to take an initiative check from everybody.
I'll raise you. Don't worry.
How do I clear initiative again?
I'll roast marshmallows in your burning corpse.
Who needs to be added and who doesn't?
I'll make s'mores.
Probably me.
I just
call
want you
them
to know,
Sveldars.
by saving me in that gibbet, your alignment is raised to neutral.
Hopefully there's some children in this village.
Me too.
What the fuck?
This party creeps me the fuck out.
What?
I'm not gonna kill them.
We're not
I'm
gonna
just
have
gonna make
sex
them
with them.
orphans.
Just gonna... Wait, but I still don't understand the logic. You hope there's kids so that you can kill their parents to make them orphans.
Yeah, to orphanize them.
You said that I raised up to neutral, so I gotta get back down to evil.
Oh my goodness.
Can't have that nonsense.
Oh, just me and you, Luke. We got Nish.
Yeah, Luke, missing your niche.
I'm clicking. It's not rolling. Oh, there it is.
I see Luke roll and
Oh, Gar's
Looks like you go first, Gar.
All right, Gar takes off on his horse. Is this
damn it.
scale here?
I was supposed to go with you.
Gar suggests something. Gar goes first.
All right, Gar. You can move. Yeah, just do 30 feet, because like again, you can move up to 30 feet at any given time.
Is there any guards at the bridge? Do I see anyone
No,
approaching the bridge?
There's no one a guard. Gar, as you ride past here, there is a gallows.
What kind of trap is that again? Or...
A gallows is a like a noose.
Yeah, a hanging thing.
I admire a town with some law and order.
Gar, I'm gonna let you take a second move here.
To the magic.
Okay, Gar rides into the town and calls out, "Hello, anybody?"
A man. There's people around. Like a villager approaches you and says, "Yes, good day, sir. What can I do for you?"
Oh, good day there. Well, I'm a traveler, and I'm looking to restock on my provisions. Was wondering if this town would welcome me for an evening.
She says, "Yes, sir. There's Brian. He's well, you can speak to either one of the Brians.
He loves
There's
the dick.
Mr. Brian.
Could you take me to him?
oh, well,
I-
There's two Brian
which,
at my
which
office.
Brian
What
though?
would
You're
I
gonna
do?
have to be more specific.
Well, which one would be more suitable to see first?
Would you like to go to the inn or the store?
Well, let's go to the store first.
So she takes you to this building, and where you meet Brian Thompson. Is anyone else going to follow Gar to the store?
Yeah, that's my husband.
Okay. So Leslie, you're with Gar. Anyone else? Keep your tokens together, please.
Husband, you almost left without me.
I'm
God.
stealthing in. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm also gonna stealth in.
Edward.
I'm just gonna go. I mean, I'd like to not go by myself, but I don't want to go with Gar, so.
Edward or Anna.
So we're not sticking to initiative then?
We will, but like if there's two people that want to go together, I'm willing to lump at this point.
I'll go with the stealthing people.
Okay, Edward. So the three outside look like they're ready to stealth. It looks like Leslie and Gar have gone in first. What are you gonna do?
I would probably. I don't want to stealth, so I would probably go with Gar in that case.
Go on your own.
Gar stands up out of the bushes.
My cover's been blown.
So the three of you ride over, and the girl takes you to the shop. You go to a general store. Inside this general store, there is like a display case with all sorts of candies in it. There's like behind the counter, he's got some tobacco and other stuff. On the floor of the shop, you can see he's got like big bags of grain, and he's got some bags of feed, and he's got a little hardware shelf and a hardware section.
Greetings, shopkeeper.
He says, "Good day, out-of-towners. What you doing here?"
Leslie rests her hand on Gar's ass.
My name is Gar, and I was wondering if we would be welcome to stay an evening here. The road has left us weary.
He
Aren't you
says,
going
"Oh,
to-
he's
Sorry.
like, this is the shop. You want to speak to the other Brian?"
Oh, is there any kind of mayor that runs the town?
Oh,
I mean-
well, if you want to speak to the mayor, we elected. Oh, I didn't put a mayor on here. Yeah, we elected our friend Bartholomew to be the mayor.
Oh. So what can you tell me about this part of the world? I've never traveled here.
He says, "Well, not much to say. We're all simple folk in these parts. Good, honest, God-fearing men."
Yes, I am definitely a God-fearing man as well. I noticed that God had exacted justice on some of the inhabitants.
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Oh, well, I noticed a noose outside the town.
Ah,
Presumably-
that's the gallows. We haven't had a witch in town in over... it's been a year or two since Shirley Mabel's daughter's gone.
Oh, I do share your fear of witches. They
Ah,
can be right nasty.
says magic's never done nobody no good. Only the magic of Clovis. The only magic we respect up in these parts.
Oh, you tell me.
Well, check.
Yeah, I'll get a bluff check from both Gar and Edward so far.
I haven't strictly speaking lied yet.
Okay, I'll get Edward.
I mean, it's
no, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah, and also it's almost a half truth because when he says magic never done anybody no good, Edward's like, yeah. There's a
is-
second meaning, but yeah.
This is our disabled servant. Don't mind him.
You folks are
am-
wealthy enough for a servant, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm Edward's cousin here. I'm their employee, but seems his wife doesn't like me very much.
No, I don't.
Oh, they had an affair.
This was supposed to be a romantic getaway with just my husband, but he always
Well-
has to bring him along.
Ah, jeez.
Well, that brings me to my question for you. What are you guys doing in this part of the world? Not many people from the big city venture up into the northwest.
Oh, you know, I wanted to go visit an exciting big city like Tor, but Gar here just has to travel around and sightsee the more rustic towns. He's such a rustic fellow, isn't he? She smacks his ass.
Oh, that's mighty forward, madam. Sir, I think you should keep your woman in check.
Yes, I believe she may be possessed.
He looks really concerned. when you say that.
That joke
You
is
brought-
not good.
What do you mean she might be
Oh,
possessed?
possessed is a slang that's used around Abbot Shore when it says someone is incorrigible. I'm sorry. It
Well,
doesn't translate well. I will try to behave a little more.
Yeah.
Yes, you should behave. Clovis would not look kindly on your loose ways.
I don't-
I'm sorry. You're right, honey. I'll be quiet.
I still don't ever know why you married this woman, cousin. She ain't like us townsfolk.
Hey,
She's-
say, could you put my helper here to work around your shop? We'd like to leave a good mark on this town.
I mean,
No, I got my own way of doing things, and plus I got 3 kids at home that they come by when I need to restock, and they do all the heavy lifting.
Plus, disabled people are icky.
I don't want to impose.
He says, "Can I interest you in any goods while you're here before maybe you run off and talk to Brian or whatnot?"
Sure. What you got, sir?
He's got all sorts of just like mundane stuff. Like basically, if you need adventuring gear that's under like 2 gold, he has it. Some candy.
What's in that candy of yours?
He says, "We make this locally. It's used. We refine some of the sugar beets down. Here, have a sample." And he gives you something that looks like a cough drop.
Sure, I'm gonna take it.
It's a sweet little like candy. Like you've been to Tor, and Edward strikes me as the type that would probably go out and buy a big bag of candy.
Maybe.
And like it's good, but it's not great kind of thing. like Gorgon's book.
I'll say that's pretty good. It's awfully kind of you. I'm gonna give him a copper just because I'm gonna say I guess that's for me not wanting to owe anybody a debt, and I guess little lady's behavior, sir.
He says, "Well, thank you very much, sir. Always good to make a sale." I'm going to cut to the other party just so they don't get too bored, but afterwards you guys can either come back to this or move on. Shveltna?
It's premium stuff for you here.
I got a free candy.
I got a free candy. Also,
Luke?
my connection to the server apparently is interrupted. Roll 20.
Luke?
You're muted.
Luke, muted. Going once.
He's masturbating again.
Going
He did say the
twice.
connection was cutting out for him, so maybe he's having trouble.
We'll
That
go to
is true,
Anna.
yeah.
Is he still in the call?
I mean,
fucked up.
what do you guys? What's your plan of
Can you hear
attack?
me?
Like
Yeah, I
yes,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you. Can you hear us?
I wanted to look around
Bell thing
from the.
and run ahead.
Okay. So we'll for the 3 stealthers, it looks like you guys got different directions, so I'm going to take kind of like a different approach.
Oh, which way did they want to go? Sorry,
That we were just talking about that.
okay, so yeah, let's discuss that then.
I think so. Thrinda,
Now-
you said you just want to take a look around.
It is broad daylight, and Anna and Schvelt, like, I guess Thrindle has blend.
Yeah.
So Thrindle might be able to make his way around the village without much notice, but you guys will have a more difficult time.
I also have blend.
So Schveltna, you might be the only one who's SOL.
I can cast.
That's fine, I'll take the
Or
risk.
no, I can't cast blend on her. It's
Oh,
cell phone.
yeah, and I also did not ready it, so never mind. Girl power.
Let's do it.
I'm kind of thinking we should just walk in there. Like, I just didn't want to go with Gar and them
Yeah, I don't blame
Oh,
you.
okay.
because of what we just saw or heard.
Yeah, I'll change into Cassie as well.
Oh, jeez, I don't have that token.
I could perhaps disguise myself as something, like continue as this old man,
Just like jump into this trees.
or just
You know what?
You can
I
be
could
our grandpa,
also
we'll be your grandkids.
I could also infiltrate. So is this map accurate?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to raise suspicions until nightfall, but Roa could take a look around for us if we spend some time first. But I suppose we can simply gather some information first.
It would be useful just to get a general vibe of the people.
all right. So we'll pass ourselves off as simple folk then.
Okay. And so you guys walk into the village.
You know, the only regrettable part about this is going to be unduly complicated when we meet the rest of the party and we have to pretend we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You
So I'm gonna
people are
dress as
very
Cassie
strange
and
and
use my sleeve
offensive.
of many garments to make
You people are
army.
So, is there any like services readily apparent when we like? Oh fuck! What happened?
Hello.
Are there any services like readily apparent when we approach the town?
No, but you do see a big chapel that's on top of the hill.
Oh, it's a chapel. Okay, so
It looks more like a fort in the drawing, but I still really like the picture.
right. No, fair enough. Is it still? Sorry, Bentley, you go ahead.
That looks like any sort of stockades or prison.
My merge.
No, there does not at first,
Any
from what you
sort
guys
of
can see.
Oh, he said that
execution-
first.
Pardon?
Any
Any
sort-
execution
Well, other
for
than the
gallows.
gibbets, right? Oh, there's
Gallows.
gallows. Oh, okay. Are there people hanging there as well?
No, there is no one hanging there. Do you want to do some sort of check or anything?
Mm,
Can I look it over? Like, what kind of check would you use to see if it's been used recently?
What would you propose?
perception,
Mm,
knowledge, engineering.
Sure.
sort of knowledge eng, even though my perception's probably higher.
Speltna, you don't think this thing has been used in about 2.5 years. As you inspect it, you can see that there is a 12 carved in like Roman or First Empire numerals on the side.
Probably the number of mages they believe to have killed.
Let's hope they're accurate.
Why?
Well, we can take 12 people. That didn't make sense. Never mind.
Nope.
Nope, definitely not.
So
As you guys walk into town, there is a girl who is gathering sticks under the tree and collecting them into a faggot. And
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Don't do
she's
that.
a faggot collector, okay?
She's bundling faggots.
She is a faggot collector.
Don't
And
do
I
that.
can say it all I want, and it's politically correct. Faggot, faggot,
As
faggot.
viciously as I want.
So the woman's holding a faggot over her shoulder. That's to the party. Oh, you're the second visitors from out of town today. Welcome to Temperance.
We're passing through on our way through to Dunford.
That's the other way.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You just literally came from the direction of Dunford.
Yeah, like passing through on your way to Dunford.
Like, are we entering Canada from the United States saying we're going to Mexico?
We're on our way to America.
She says, Dunford's down the East Road, where you just came from.
Isn't this Dunford?
See, you're retarded
Left check
too.
the Rindle.
It's just us playing
As
this
he says, sorry, we're
fan card.
trying to take my grandpa to find some help.
He's retarded.
We heard there's a better hospital in the capital.
The capital is also the other way.
No, it's not.
Yes,
We're
it-
simple country
By
folk.
we call the places that still hold the lower Clover and Vane the capital. We wouldn't travel to such a sinful place.
Ooh.
Oh, that is
Can I
a
get a
good
do you have a good diplomacy or a good bluff? Or
I poured some ranks into bluff because I usually do stuff like this.
I will allow a bluff.
Since it's a lie.
Fuck, it looked like
I'm giving you a good circumstance bonus. So she's
Yeah.
like, oh, darn right. Good to see you. What food? You don't look familiar. What village are you guys from?
Dunford?
We're coming from, what was that root mill place that we passed through? That's on the other side of Dunford. It's like something mill. We stayed at a
Rutter's?
tavern there once. Yeah, something like that. Rutter's Mill.
Wait, no, Rudder is Virgil Rudder is the name of Virgil. So, oh, I forgot it. Stanton Mill.
Anyways, I say that place.
Stanton
we've
Mill. I never heard of it.
I'm accompanying my friend to help her bring their grandfather to the chapel. However, this is my first time in the village. Can you
So be
help
gentle.
us?
She says, absolutely. And she says, the chapel is up the hill there. Be sure to speak to either one of the Bryans. It's ever so confusing. We have two Bryans here. Go figure.
And one lazy GM.
How many kids?
Do you know how many common dude names I used during this adventure? And now I'm like, man, like, there's a reason why in D&D they all have ridiculous NPC names.
Also, one spelled with an I, one spelled with a Y.
Oh, that's
They
lame.
just sound the same.
Not even, dude. Not even.
Who oversees the Church of Cloverin?
She says that would be Father Adam.
Do you know if he's available?
She says, well, it's midday. He might be stacking the firewood for the church. But I can surely set up a meeting.
Maybe we'll meet with him after we meet with these Brian. I'm sort of looking at these guys as I do that.
You can see that they went. She said the other out of towners arrived just before you did. Are you guys? Did you guys leave your horses and the other three take it, or?
I would take my horse. I don't see why
Yeah, I
I
would
make it
take
look like I
mine.
walk here. That's weirder.
More weird.
They said, the other foreigners went to Brian's shop just over there, and Yeah, the other Brian's at the inn here in the central part of town. But yes, I could definitely arrange a meeting between you and the head priest. So,
Do many strangers come to Temperance?
oh, not a lot of strangers, miss. There's the caravans that come through and they take our produce into town and back out.
Oh, it should have been a caravan.
Can I sense motive this broad?
Yep.
Oh, she's talking.
It's not a bad idea.
Hope I don't roll like shit again. 28. 30, sorry.
All right. So you think that she is like she's kind of like excited to see new people. You think your bluff about looking for Clover and faith healing was successful. She is excited just to kind of like talk to people who aren't within her community. She seems just pretty simple, pretty plain. Definitely God-fearing.
Can I get like personality-wise, like if I were to try to like eke information out of her, like she seems eager to talk to outsiders. Does that seem to stem from like she wants to get away, or she's a gossip, or?
You'd say it's more just like I'd say just like chatty. You know what I mean? Like she's chatty. And you think she holds her religious convictions to Clovis very sincere.
Okay. She did show us like where the inn was, right?
Yep.
Unless you guys have anything else, Anna will say, we've traveled a fair way and we've heard about the produce that comes from your village and would be interested in sampling some as well. We also require lodging for our houses, for our horses. Where would you direct us to seek out this famous temperate produce?
She says, "Oh, our produce is nothing special, hon. You had one turn up, you've had them all." She says, "There's a place to what's the word I'm looking for? Not mount.
Lodge
your horses just right beside the inn."
At the old lodging pole. Tie them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut back to the other party just so I'm balancing my time. Let's cut to Gar, Leslie, and Edward. So you're standing there with Brian. Do you wish to continue talking to him, or do you wish to move on? Brian
think
Thompson, that there shopkeep.
I think we'll be taking our leave, Brian.
You just changed your
Lost
voice.
my voice. I lost my
Inexplicably, you just changed your voice.
He says, "Well, enjoy your time here in Temperance. May the dawn of the new age shine upon your souls as you travel down the road of life."
Hey, sure. Thank you. Gar rides around the town. Goes up to the inn.
Okay.
And I'm following.
You guys head to the inn, which is actually right here.
Oh, here.
right.
Hello, innkeep.
You go up to the inn. Just a second. I'm looking for the thing.
Hey, just to simplify things, if they pass us or like see us talking, can we like
Go together.
or not? We could go to pretend that we introduce ourselves to one another so that we won't have to be like, I've never seen you before in my life.
Well, I mean, I don't see
you
why we
guys-
would have to do that. When you're
Are you
walking
guys-
down the street, you just say that to everyone you've never seen before in your life.
Oh, hello there, sir. You look just like the other Brian. Are you brothers?
Sorry, that was the wrong map. But
I'm on board, Beard.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't want you
Oh,
guys to
is that
get
all
me
dark?
in trouble.
Can you guys not see anything?
It's all dark. Yeah.
Okay, now this is a test to see whose dynamic lighting's working.
I prefer to think of it
I'm
as all
zooming
colored.
out.
No, it's I didn't bring your tokens.
Okay.
Well, there's your problem.
Thanks, Beard. Jerk. Anywho. Hey, it's not my fault. I've got someone who keeps changing her token, and then I got someone who plays both a male and a female.
I don't see an
Can't
issue.
just preload it.
Do you know how many
To be fair,
alternative
it's my
spell
class.
pictures
So-
are?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Change my.
Leslie's just like, I want to change genders.
To be fair, you guys are really oppressing me.
And yeah, you got nothing on Benzel. I gave him like 8 different tokens for Schveltner.
He's like,
It's
you
like
edit
all
this
these
picture.
okay.
Dumb scenarios.
Actually, you know what? I should just turn on global. What am I thinking?
This is my sexy slut costume. This is
This is for when she's Sveldna, but doesn't want to dress as Mass Sveldna. She just wants to be normal Sveldna.
There we go.
This is
This outfit I call Moonlit Midnight.
this is Nurse Sveldna. This is office worker Sveldna. This is
It's Heath Ledger's
accountant Sveldna.
This is
I just need people's vision.
Movie director Sveldna. I don't
So,
see-
Schveltner, you have 60 feet of dark.
correct.
Anna, no dark.
Nope.
Thorindle.
I set,
Call it
I
color
set my
vision.
vision already.
I can see everything.
Yeah, I turned on
Yeah,
global.
you turn
for this.
global illumination on.
But I need it for later, right?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Edward?
Can't see shit, Captain.
Okay. I play Blackwing with a guy whose name is Can't See Ship Captain. And his token, or not his token, his avatar is Geordie LaForge. I really liked it.
I can
Uh,
actually vouch for
You guys are
that.
here then. So you guys arrive in the bar and you see that.
I still can't see anything.
What do you mean you can't see anything?
It's completely black.
That's what he means by I can't see shit.
Oh, okay. How about that?
Hey guys, that's
No.
Smoking Kid from
I reuse tokens. Shut your hole.
oh.
Wait a minute! All these people are from Abbott Shore. This isn't real. This is a
'cause
dream.
I'm not Thrindle who makes a bazillion tokens.
This is a dream.
See, Benzel, I was just trying to give you entertainment when I gave you all these different outfits of Sheldon to make tokens for that I never used.
Can you imagine if?
Okay, can everyone see? And everyone's good?
Yeah.
Yep.
I better be.
Okay.
So in the bar, there's a guy playing banjo in the corner who looks like this.
I'm taking him down.
Take him down, baby.
If Gemry was here, you would kill him to steal his instrument to give it to the lady and at Nancy's. I found an honor instrument for you.
Zerindel pulls out his flute.
Oh, not here, Grandpa.
Oh, I never added the banjo player token.
Whose flute are you pulling out?
His skin flute, he just pulls it
Mine.
out and just starts fucking waving it
Mine
around, helicoptering and shit.
All right. So hold
Fucking
on.
Leslie.
That's my
she's got
that's
a
my
cleavage.
suggested listening.
It's just Pirate Bar on loop.
I know it's actual banjo music.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna close it now.
The guy. Whatever. If you don't want to be immersed.
Oh shit! Time to switch
These are a
to
lot of
flute.
these are reused tokens from Nancy's bar.
Yes. Yes. Exactly what.
Yeah,
I'm
like you
from.
said, good
Yeah.
thing you're paying attention.
So, Thrindle pulls out his flute, and
He just starts
Just fucking
like
jams.
jamming along. The banjo player starts tapping his toe and says, "Yeehaw! You're real good!" And he starts playing fast and has a lot of fun.
Cassie says,
Now the elf
"My
came down
grandpa's
to,
real good at the flute," and she starts dancing.
Oh my
the
god,
elf
this
came
man
down
is
to
huge.
Temperance. He was looking for some magic to cast.
So Thrindle, and the whole bar, or the well, it's not a bar because they're serving what do they call it? Sweet tea. They're
You said
having
it was
themselves
dry,
some
right?
sweet tea.
Oh, I
Some
love
dry
sweet
town.
tea.
How does
It's
this
been
religion
so
feel
long
about
since I
lesbians?
had some sweet tea. My ma used to make the best sweet tea. Hello,
So Anna says, or the bartender says, "Well, look at that! It's been a while since we had a duet for the third Brian in town. How are you folks doing? Welcome to my establishment."
just so we can establish this now, how many Bryans are in town?
He says, "Why, there's 3 of us. There's me, the shopkeep, and the banjo player."
We are all
No,
Brian.
Brian at all.
And soon we will all be Brian.
Yeah, we are
All
all
praise
Brian.
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 Why have I
Gary?
not done an adventure like that? That sounds just so true.
Brian!
I'm sorry, Schmeltna. You failed your will save. You have to call everyone Brian.
Brian.
If Gorgon was here, he'd call me Brian.
He says, "What can I do you for?"
We're looking for a place to stay for the night. We're
Well-
travelers here on different tasks.
And also, I'd like to get some of that sweet tea.
There's one bit of sweet tea coming up. And you see he goes over to one of the kegs in the back and like pulls on it. And he says, "This is new batch is coming up after this one, so make sure you come back." And he passes you a glass of sweet tea.
Uh-huh. And how much is that gonna be, sir?
Yes, this is 1 copper solid costs.
All right, here. I'm gonna pay him, and I'm going to drink some good old sweet tea. How good is it? Does it remind me of my mom's sweet tea?
I like Barry's red cola.
It's good. It's no mama sweet tea, but it's pretty good.
That's some pretty good sweet tea.
Can I
Something
order
to be
some
proud
of
of.
Barry's red cola?
My mom used to make sweet tea every time Daddy would beat me. Thanks again, Anna.
It's not drugs, it's just alcohol.
He says, "Well, I do have some beds available, but I'd have to charge you the non-caravanner rate, and it's pretty steep. It's 2 silvers a night per bed."
Outrageous! We'll have to share beds.
Could we?
Oh my god, do you want to be fucking hung?
Not acceptable. Separate beds it is.
He
we-
says, I've got beds. I got plenty of beds for y'all, but they're all in the same room."
Perhaps
Perfect.
could we come up with some kind of arrangement? You say that caravanners receive a discount. Perhaps
Oh,
We
I'm
could.
so bad at sales.
perhaps
there's
we
lo-
could.
I reckon
I have
there's
this
lots of
coupon. Perhaps we could assist bringing produce back with us when we leave Temperance.
He says,
Change your thing
well,
to Cassie.
no shipments to
can't.
do, but I have a business arrangement worked out with them. But I like you folks, and I like your flute playing friend there. So how about 1 silver a night? It's almost there at the Caravanner's discount.
Well,
1 silver per night per person.
Fuck, I wish I made up a better story now.
well, that sounds.
Are we really nickel and diming over a silver?
I
Yes.
wasn't trying to do that. I'm trying to figure out where the caravans go. Did you guys forget what the fuck we're doing here? Like, we're
I
trying
have
to-
no idea what we're doing.
We're trying to find the people who are getting kidnapped. When they deliver the groceries, presumably, they said that the caravans leave here to bring produce to the city, and I assume they're bringing those people back. Is what I'm assuming. Trying to get access to that. So I was like, yeah.
Now,
there.
I
Anna,
love you guys blending.
thought I was trying to
Brindle's
negotiate
blending
one
in.
silver.
have to,
Beard,
like-
you do know that now again because you missed last week, right? They determined that they were driving black stagecoaches. That doesn't sound like a caravan to you. So the prisoners were transported in black stagecoaches.
But like that girl that we talked to didn't mention. I guess we didn't really ask her. Asked if strangers came here, and she didn't mention it.
So you got really quiet there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why that broad didn't tell us the caravan is coming here then, but whatever. Okay. You guys do stuff.
I'll ask.
Yep.
Seems like a good price, sir.
As well, then you'll take the rooms, I reckon.
Yeah, that's we'll at least take the room for one night.
Leslie leans in towards this woman and smiles at her, slightly exposing her cleavage.
She says, "Can I help you with something?"
I hope so. She leans back and drinks some more of her sweet tea.
How did you get sweet tea?
I ordered it.
You guys have been there for a bit, so.
Okay.
She says, "And what exactly can I help you with?"
I also sleight of handed putting alcohol in my sweet
I thought.
tea.
Oh, jeez. I thought that happened as we were talking to the bartender. That's why.
She says, "I'll let you know," and then leans back and is just drinking.
Oh, that's gonna hit. That's gonna do wonders. I hope she's the sheriff and she shoots you.
I'm just trying to see if she's gonna go for it or not before I make my move.
Wait, go for what? I'm confused.
She is dressing the part.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So I'll ask the banjo player, what's your name, son?
So, my name's Brian. I'm one of 3 Brians in town.
See, Brian. There are many folk that live in these parts.
Says, I think there's about 100 of us. Go reckon.
And who are these folk here tonight?
He says, these are the locals that come in from a hard day's harvest. We got some farm hands. Those 2 work at the flour mill. And that kid, he's waiting for his pappy to finish work. He's the bartender, you see. He's one of the other Bryans in town. She's some rancher and another farmer down that way. We all got simple jobs. We all simple folk.
Let's see.
You know, where I come from, there's people with the same names. What we do is give each other nicknames, not to get confused. Do the Bryans have nicknames?
No. People generally know which one of us we're talking about. They're like, hey, I'm going to go listen to Brian down at Brian's. You know, it works.
Try to get you, Drew, but you're a slippery snake.
Charisma. Yeah, I'm going to go buy something at Brian's. Or I'm going to go use Brian's ladder. I'll see if Brian's not using it. It works.
Okay, that's good.
You should see Brian's ladder. It's impressive. It's like 30 feet long or something. It's got the longest ladder in all of town.
Oh, hell, well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to the bar. Sorry I interrupted.
He's still playing his banjo as he's talking. And I really do highly suggest that suggested listening track.
I'm still listening to it. It's real good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me too, but when I turn it off, I'll let you know.
Man, these hicks are probably super excited. There's 2 girls from out of town dancing on stage.
Yeah, you're testing their religious convictions here.
I just tried to have a lesbian relationship with someone.
Well, I seen the devil, and it's
Did
dancing
you
on that
sleight
stage.
of hand the booze in your sweet tea or hers?
Mine, of course.
Okay.
I'm not fucking crazy.
Just checking.
Alright, I thought you were going to say Cosby for a
but I
second.
did slip her a Quaalude.
Okay.
Yes, I did do that.
Who's moving here, or do I have to go back to initiative?
Yeah, she's just going to dance while Thurndle plays
I
music as long
mean,
as he
I
does.
guess,
So there's no private rooms. It's just a common room, which is
Yep. He says, if you want to check out the rooms for yourself, they're down the stairs. can head down the stairs, and they're over this way.
God,
So
honey,
he does
pay
have
for my room.
individual rooms as
Oh, I don't know
well?
if I made that long enough to. No, they're all one room. It's the back half of the storage room. Don't touch any of my sweet tea while you're down there. Sorry, guard. Did I make that lighting too narrow?
Grandpa,
Here.
come back. You can't just run off like that. You don't
Oh,
have
sorry.
your care bracelets.
It's this way. It's to the south.
Down.
Gar found it.
Meow.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
Grandpa.
Why did you
Guard,
running
you
away
can
from
see
me?
that this room is one big long dormitory. So it looks like there's and they're all bunk beds too. It looks like a bunch of caravanners could sleep here at once. Beds are pretty. They're not bunk beds actually.
Guard checks under all the beds and all the pillows for any evidence of
See if it's
caravanners might have left behind.
How did you guys get into the
I wanted to
I
ask
don't know,
him if
figure it
these-
out, man. It's like fucking Zelda
Guard,
1.
you search around and
I
fuck
think
you?
it's
Gar, you search around and they're well used beds. Like looks like they've been they're clean enough. You know, like it looks like they've been clean since the last time they've been used. Doesn't look
thing-
like they've been used in a week, and you don't find anything particularly interesting.
good thing
under
as a
any of the beds.
necromancer I have the black light spell. No, I'm just kidding.
The,
Do you think I wanted to ask the fella at the bar if he's seen any black caravans? Don't know if it's a good idea though.
I don't know if we should.
Didn't want to tip our hand.
What exactly was your story? I was about to mention that we have to eventually make a trip to the church so as to not raise suspicions, because that's why we said we were here.
I mean, I'm supposed to be Gar's cousin, and him
Disabled.
and Leslie are a couple or something.
Gar's my husband.
And Leslie decided that the best way to be friends with the villagers was to slap Gar's ass a few times, and shows that he was a lady of little
Yeah, it was.
nobility.
It was nice.
Well,
Wait, I don't see Leslie.
So
here.
far,
It's
we
your
have
first
not heard
conversation.
of any of the darlings.
maybe we should just ask if we can see the Darlings. I'm sure people have business with them that's not related to
Yeah.
mage hunting.
They have a rather rugged reputation. I don't know how people would react to strangers asking them.
I mean, we could say we're looking for a witch hunter. Maybe there's a witch in our village that's evade and capture. Would at least bring him to us.
Perhaps.
Don't you think that's going to draw some unwanted attention to maybe
I mean,
ours?
no matter what we do in a small town is going to attract some attention.
Well, let's try going to church first.
Unless
assume
I
everyone
look
in town's
around.
Gonna go. Knowledge local. How many sermons do they do a week? 25.
You don't really like you.
Yeah,
knowledge
I don't
local's
know.
not super applicable here because
Yeah,
like,
maybe
you've never
it counts
been here
as he's
before.
asking around town though. But
That's a
It's
diplomacy.
like a gather info.
Oh,
Yeah, gather info's under diplomacy now.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, Carl, wrong skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gather
You've
info,
never-
Cassie.
I've never been here before. Knowledge local.
I can swing by the church and see what people are saying.
I can go there too. Hopefully,
Gar as well.
I can enter the building.
Do you guys want to move to the church?
I guess I'll go with my husband.
And I guess I'll go because I'm the cousin.
I wanted to boss Leslie.
Les puts his hand in Gar's back pocket.
Just a suggestion, you may want to
I'm not
think about,
100% that chainmail has a back pocket.
I'm sure it does.
you may
Yeah.
want to think of a justification as to why you're going to the church. Cassie, Thorindle, and I have cover, but
To confess our sins, right, Les?
We might want to do better than that.
there.
I'm seeking guidance.
So the party's moving to the church.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move you back to the map screen.
Edward's a young boy. He doesn't
The
need
church is
reason
a
to go to
tall-
the church.
Yeah, he's welcome anytime. The church is a rather tall cathedral that stands really out of place with the rest of the buildings in town. It is much larger and way more ornate. It looks a little newer than some of the other buildings. As you go there, the faggot collector is talking with a person who greets you at the door, and he says, "Welcome, children of Clovis.
Would you like
My
to
name
smoke a
is
fag?"
Oh my
Father Adam."
god! On a scale of 1 to 10, he's like 11, a child molester.
That guy looks like Adam Nelson.
Right, you
Like,
for
there's-
sure got
There's
the
probably
most,
a child sucking his dick right now.
Right,
Wow,
that's
Jesus.
why the fucking
Good
painting
lord.
is only like chest up.
You know,
Curtis
Garth-
was like, man, even I have limits. You can do this while I'm painting. it, but I'm
He's
not
wearing
painting
this
it."
around his neck.
Gar's sleight of hands that detect evil.
You can't say that. You either detect evil or you don't.
Okay, Gar detects evil.
How do you greet him in a Clovis way?
Use,
That's
no-
for my
So
that's for my
generally,
Cloverisms.
use knowledge
So-
religion, bro.
That's what I
so
did.
one way that you can greet people is they normally show the passage of dawn to noon. So you would greet them with a passage from the dawn, and how you would, or the dawn, and how you know they'd be a true Cloverin believer is if they respond properly by giving you a passage about the noon.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh shit! I think I blew up.
So
blew up
we should
accent.
know a passage of the dawn and a passage of the noon.
So, like, basically, but if you beat him to the punch, you can give a line about, as long as you involve the dawn, because that's kind of their thing. Because like the Cloverin Thrindle with the knowledge 22 would know that the Cloverin religious text, instead of like Arete's religious text, which is kind of broken up between like fables and like an Old Testament book, and then the trials, and then like there's like 4 parts to it. There are 3 parts of the Cloverin text, which is dawn, day, and night.
As the sun rises, the light vanquishes the darkness.
And in the day's glory, Clovis smiles upon his children and welcomes you home. Welcome home, children, he says, smiling.
Aren't you supposed to be a feeble old man?
What?
Yeah, he just go.
Qua?
That's my old man sound.
He says, Margie, our faggot collector, has told me that you've come from far away,
Joke's
from
fucking
Stanton
done.
Mill.
This is the second test. If you snicker at faggot, you're not a real believer.
It's Adam Nelson.
Yes, we're here to get some help for our grandfather. He's in a lot of pain.
He says, well, Clovis comes to those in the
Wait.
most dire of times. So do you actually detect evil him,
You
Gar?
idiot.
Can I do it behind someone's back?
I thought it wasn't discreet.
Guard just like crouches behind Edward.
Is it effectively casting a spell, or is it just a thing?
I think it is, but I mean,
Extraordinary ability.
I think he can do
Oh,
it
it's-
as like a move action or something.
Extraordinary doesn't
like
seem
last
very
It's so sick.
like it seems sort of discreet, right? Extraordinary.
Cone-shaped emanation.
Wow. Yeah, but that's
there's verbal and somatic components to these
Come on,
spells.
guys, it's cone shaped.
yeah, okay.
So, I mean, technically, you would be reciting probably Psalms of Arete or something, but like speaking in tongues, maybe.
Well, I mean, you're not.
All right,
are
let's
you
turn to the
disguised-
Piazzo thread. Advice: Can a
disgu-
paladin secretly cast detect evil?
I don't think so.
Are you Are you hiding the fact that you are?
Does it have verbal components?
Yes.
Then they'll hear him. It has to be loud and clear.
Yeah, it's verbal, somatic.
So
and-
you could hide behind someone, but you'll be like, detect evil!
Buy a
Grant me your
Okay.
light!
Okay.
Reveal, child!
No detecting evil. Sorry.
Okay.
Scratch that.
Well, it's up to you if you want to or not. It depends on.
I will greet Father Adam, though.
Sup, dude?
He says, "Why enter the Church of Clovis?" And like as you do, you can see that it does have that kind of day to night transition where the altar it looks like the morning, and the church kind of itself gets darker. You can see stained glass with all sorts of religious symbology on it as well.
Father, I get the impression Clovis is spreading.
Spreading, child. Why, it is solid and remains always a pillar of faith and society up here in the Northwest. Maybe Stanton Mill has gotten a little too close to the Torresians. You know, this land was once all his. Man revered his father. Man respected his father. Man obeyed his father.
If I am not a follower of Clovis, am I still welcome in your house?
He says, he folds his arm and kind of furrows his brow and says, well, why would man not respect his creator? Clovis pulled humans from the mud, made them into what they are.
Well, you see, the light of Clovis has not yet reached the entire earth, and men like me travel around learning of religion and spreading it as well.
Left check.
That's not untrue.
No, you're a worshiper of Arete.
Yeah.
I have knowledge religion, so I travel to learn about religion, and I spread it, but I didn't say which religion.
I mean, look,
I'll give you a bonus, but you still have to give me a bluff check.
I didn't see Gar spread much religious knowledge to the common folk.
I did give out Bibles.
I guess that's true, but it's once.
You're all right, Garb, but you're all right.
I was wondering if Clovis commonly employs paladins.
He says, the mighty that obey his light. He does, in fact. They get whisked away you see the Cloverian Empire in the proper sovereign lands of our dearly beloved god. They are taken to form some would call them the Justice League.
What?
True paladins of the Justice League, they are called.
What?
The Justice League. Perhaps you've heard of them.
Yes.
It was originally founded by a group of gods that went around smiting evil. Well, after Arete, that fool, disbanded the Justice League, there has been an order of paladins within Clovis's lands, known as the Justice League.
You must be mistaken. I
Shit.
last understood that the Justice League was in Gamelon.
Oh,
Edward
no, that
Hides.
is the new Justice League. Common misconception.
Oh
Edward
no, we're
Hides.
definitely the original. I mean, it's definitely the original.
So that's the Justice League Unlimited, is what you're saying.
I
says-
should.
Carl's
I believe
for
you are
sure getting
mistaken.
pulled from YouTube.
There was a crisis on Infinite Earths, and then the Justice League is.
I'm very interested to know of this copyright infringement.
It's funny because it's a meta joke too.
He says, yes,
You
the
and Gar
paladins
laughed
of
at
the
that one.
Justice League are virtuous and true. Most of the time, they fight for the true king, the God King, the holy Emperor.
Oh, there is no one more holy than the one
I'm
I
gonna
think.
do. What's the name of the Holy Emperor Knowledge Religion?
Currently, Leopold sits on the throne, Leopold III, and he is the ruler of Clovis. Like, the Cloverian Empire is a theocracy, and
Just
Can
like
I know
listening
if
to this
he-
guy. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I just wanted to know if he is well liked.
not
How
it's
much
not really knowledge
religion grants me that? Yeah.
Yeah, knowledge religion tells you he's the head of the religion, and if you follow that religion, you should respect him and like him by default.
Pretty much. Okay, that's good enough for me.
Sorry,
Praise
Beard.
be.
I was wondering just by like listening to them talking, if I did roll a sense motive to see if I can gather some information on this Father Adam guy. See if he when Gar brought up like, do you accept people of other religions, and he was like, the fuck.
What'd you get?
29 total.
He's definitely like Gar said some things that have like he's like worried him, like you know what I mean, like he's kind of like on a back heel, like
Right.
these are weird outsiders.
But like when Gar was asking if he would provide sanctuary to other faiths.
He
He seemed to like give him the cold shoulder. So no, not really.
You think
doesn't
he
seem
would?
super hospitable.
He does seem hospitable, but like the fact that like it's like it's like you go back 300 years and be like, I don't believe in God, and people like, what? Like, no, like, huh?
Well, yeah, different one, but I
Yeah.
guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So he says, but of course, if you'd like to convert, I would be happy to perform the ceremony here at the altar.
Could you perhaps give me a brochure for this Justice League you speak of?
It says most people around here don't read, so there'd be no sense in providing any literature.
Well, I can't read either, but I happen to know some folk who can.
I hear it's a very good thing to do when you want instructions for things.
Yes, I know some folk who would be most interested in the Justice League.
Write them down.
He said, well, if generally what happens is if their talents are discovered or if they have some sort of true faith in Clovis, and I feel that their abilities are, I could pen a letter to the league itself, and they would send someone to evaluate the child.
So it has to be a child. You don't accept more middle-aged applicants?
He says, well, that's almost rather unheard of if people... Clovis normally picks them young.
Oh, dude.
Well,
What was I saying?
yes, you do seem like the type that picks them young.
The joke is lost on him.
Yeah, I don't think you got it.
Yes, I think we can expect a crusade pretty soon. Sorry.
Someone
should be
stop
going.
him. Someone stop him.
Gar wanders off. I
Benign
really
transposition.
said too much.
He just vanishes.
It's a miracle! Clovis spoke!
Clovis be praised. Smite the heathen.
So in this church, there's obviously probably like some back rooms and stuff. Do we see any place, like any basements or anything? It seems as if you've been performing the justice of Clovis quite well in this town.
He says, why, yes, we have full participation from everyone who in the town themselves.
Full participation how?
Well, every member of this community is a member of the religious community as well.
Of course, of course.
That's how it should be.
He says, now I hear you have an affliction. Come, kneel at the altar of Clovis and give a prayer.
Cassie will walk up with him with like her hand on his shoulder, pretending
Do you
to be
want to
sympathetic.
acknowledge religion for another proper prayer, or can
Yeah,
we
let's
just
do that.
Not one. Fuck Clovis. I mean,
Oh, mighty Clovis, please send out a vole to take one half of an elderberry, and then return with the other half of a loaf of bread.
That's my favorite Clovis story.
always stuck with me as a child?
So you recite it, and he's very impressed, and he says, now what is it that bothers you?
Well, I have this rash, you see.
He says, where?
oh no.
Here.
And we'll be good too.
I believe your disease is you're a disguised elf. We will fix it by killing you.
Show him a red area.
He looks at it through his spectacles and says, "It doesn't look like much, but is it bothering you?"
Quite terribly.
He says a couple words. He's casting a spell.
Oh crap!
Quick, arrest him.
Busted! Mage APD!
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
He's casting it's Cure Light followed by Cure Mod.
Yeah.
Second one, he's casting Cure Moderate Wounds on your rash. The red blotchy area of skin clears up, and he says,
stops.
Svelna's eyes go wide, and she says, "You're a mage?"
He says, "Relax. My powers are sanctioned by Clovis. The holy light of this province guides me. I do nothing that without his consent, and only I've sworn myself to magic of healing for the faithful."
It's exactly what a witch would say. No, don't say that. I'm kidding.
Does my spellcraft cover like whether or not I know he is channeling positive energy, but like what kind of, if he's a divine caster, if he's an arcane caster?
So
What
there.
kind of check?
Or like would it be covered by the spell?
I'm gonna go ahead and that it was divine magic he cast,
And
But what kind?
because he channeled it through his
Holy
holy symbol.
Okay. Well, then he has to be a follower of Clovis, I suppose.
Ding, ding, ding. We've left the bar.
Hey man,
I
still-
like it. Sounds
Don't-
dark.
The whole town is the whole town.
It's
Sounds
a
like
ba-
that.
No, I assume that guy was following us.
Yeah, you guys tipped him really well, so now he's just following you around. Yeah,
Definitely not mages. Oh no.
Hey man, they tipped me 7 gold. That's what I'm making. That's more than I could expect to make in my lifetime.
I do this for a year, I can retire.
I will buy my own inn.
And they ate the musicians.
There was much rejoicing. Cool. So he says, "Your journey is not in vain. Keep Clovis tight to your heart." He passes you a wooden holy symbol of Clovis there, Thorindel.
Is it just like a ball? Wooden ball?
Yeah, it's like a wooden disc.
When he says that, Anna's going to try to force herself to cry. Can I do a bluff check?
Yes. Yes.
It's the first time she's ever tried to do this, so...
Bullshit.
Oh, fuck. It looked like...
15.
Les will also cry.
You try a little bit. No tears come out, Anna, but you do look visibly sad.
Okay.
Leslie, you managed to get 1 tear out.
I don't think it's sadness, it's like
Joy.
standing in
Oh,
the
yeah.
radiance of...
I'm trying to look sad. No,
Oh, you are. Oh,
I'm gonna do the stoic manly tears. There you go.
I'm not gonna
Like, when
cry
you're like-
'cause I have
you're like,
control over my feelings.
Everybody, let's do what Anna's doing.
That's the plan.
Like, nobody knows what my plan is, but everyone's...
No, everybody cries.
Edward,
yes.
you kind of missed up a bit, and you're like, "Damn it, this isn't a wedding. It isn't a funeral. You got this, man. You got this."
He's just crying.
Edward loves funerals because he gets new romances.
This reminds me of home.
Hey, does the church look like a building that could be burned down
Yes.
Wow.
easily?
Yes. It's made out of wood. Most of the buildings in town are wood with, like, straw-thatched roofs.
Oh, really? Is there many like hay bales around I could use to kind of get it started?
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
the hard part is that
At least
uh,
give us a turn before Guard
Yeah,
goes.
please.
Yeah, I will. But Gar, the hard part is, do you see how if you look on the map, the church is on top of a hill, and there's kind of a dock going to it. You would need to carry the hay from farther away. Like you would have to really like dump, throw a hay bale down, dump.
What about some dry grass?
Already done it.
The water, like remember how much it was raining? Like the grass is pretty healthy.
If only we had a fire mage.
Thurndle can cast
With
fire
this
shit.
round, church.
I will smite thee.
Thurndle
Wow.
can cast fire.
To plagiarize the Justice League.
Does the guy like say anything about Anna crying or no?
Well, he thinks you're crying out of happiness.
Okay, damn it.
It looks like the rest of your party ruined what you were trying to do.
Okay. In that case, no, this is fine. So like, yeah, if you guys want to do anything else, Anna's just gonna like stay. I'll try to give like a knowing look to people. Like I'm gonna try to talk to this guy, but do it individually. You guys don't have to like leave.
There is a confessional.
Les leaves.
You know what? That's perfect. Yeah, she's gonna wait by it, but not go in it.
He says, "My Clovis, daughter of Clovis, do you require confession?"
And yeah, trying to look as sad as she can, anyways. Anna will nod and go inside the confessional.
So, atypical Catholic-style confessional. He sits down beside you and says,
Quick, kill him.
Yeah. Burn it down.
So,
Tell me, my child.
So, is there anyone else around? I'll let him go, but I just wanted to know if there's other people. Like, can we kind of sneak off?
Yep.
Les leaves.
Okay.
Well, like not sneak. Like there's villagers around, and you guys like, you haven't brought anything that's driven any alarm. Like Thurndle, you're disguised as a human, so like you guys just look like human travelers, and it is bringing some like there's people around gawking and kind of looking at you, and you know you hear them whispering. Mainly, they're like, "Oh, is that the type of clothes they're wearing in the city now? Rather fancy for my tastes."
I would look pretty drab, I think.
Okay. Probably Leslie wouldn't have the forethought.
No, Leslie always looks good.
Yeah, so Anna, he says, what would you like to confess to my daughter?
So Anna will take a second to like, she looks like she's trying to like steady herself, but really she's just trying to like think through the motions of what she's about to do. And she says, I have been, I can't seek the appraisal of my family. They've shunned me. That's why I took the opportunity to come here to seek forgiveness.
Well, why have they shunned you, my daughter? Have you transgressed against Clovis in some way?
Slut.
I was involved with a man, Henry. He was a gnome from the city, and he abandoned me.
A gnome, you say? He says,
I'm trying to, yeah.
irritated.
So as when Anna says that, she's like trying not to look at him, but I really want to like see his response.
Can I get a bluff check first?
Yeah. And then I want to sense more of this guy.
You're a gross lady, Anna.
Got a job to do. I only got 14.
He says, a gnome, you say? And why would you fall for such a foul creature? You know they're related to the Fae.
So, Anna, again, she's like trying to force herself to cry, but she can't do it. She doesn't have it in her. And she like takes a deep breath again and says, I was tempted and I know that it was wrong. I only want, maybe it was good that he vanished, but I keep thinking about him.
And he says, well, child, you're going to have to push him out of your mind. You should focus your mind, fill it with thoughts and prayers. Go over the verses in all the songs that you know from the Clovarian Bible. Well, he just calls it the Bible. You see, the foul creatures tempt and warp our minds, but it is okay. Their lives are short and brutish, and there won't be many around for very long. Eventually, we will do away with those lesser races.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I still do a sense motive on him?
Yep.
Guys, I'm gonna do something potentially dangerous. I got 18 sense motive.
He's a racist.
Right.
That's all you can really tell from that.
Can I raging racist?
Yeah, like pretty much will tell you, like he's like basically told you that they've exterminated all gnomes from this area.
Right. That might be enough. I don't want to overdo it. So yeah, Anna will
I'll take it from here.
She says no. I'll catch up with you guys in a second, but Anna says I'm sorry, I can't. I think I will always love him. Please, I haven't spoken prayers to Cloverin in so long. Help me, Father. And she'll fake her way through some sort of repentance ritual. Hopefully that makes him angry enough.
You trying to make him angry?
Well, what I'm gonna catch up with the rest of the group and tell them, I don't think they're gonna be happy with a gnome lover in their town.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
All right. So he
snake him out actually.
He says. So he's like, this will require a lot of remittance. If you would, I would like to purify you in the river.
Okay. Sure.
See if she sinks.
So
I know if he holds me under, I want you guys to give it a 10 count, and if he doesn't let go, come in for me, please.
So he basically says, we'll be performing the penance ritual. I entrust you know the lines.
Nope.
Knowledge, religion.
Do you say no?
Guidance. Yeah.
I do not know the Cloverian ways.
I'm gonna do a knowledge religion on that.
She's talking to just
it's
Anna.
just Anna right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So Anna, do you have knowledge religion or no?
I don't want to know them. I don't.
Well,
want
then.
Sorry, guys, I couldn't hear Beard over that. Beard, could you repeat that?
I don't. Anna's just gonna say no. I don't know.
Since you don't know, then your heart really has become tainted.
Sorry, I can't hear you over this beautiful banjo music.
He says, well, then we will walk you through. He says, the community should be present for this. I will start the bell tolls shortly. He says, put this on, and he throws you a white robe.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Here, drink this Kool-Aid.
Hey, you know what? This is good, though, because we'll get a look at everyone who's in here so we can see who our targets are, right? Is this a bad idea, guys?
Yeah, can I make conversation with the congregation
like
and get try to get names from people to see if I can pick out any of these people we're looking for?
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Anna, first question: do you get changed into the white dress?
Yeah, I'll go through with it. Yeah, I at some point I want to meet up with the group and just explain to them what, and just say hey, I said that I was a gnome lover to try to seek him out. It seems like Father.
Now, unfortunately, you don't. Before the ritual, he explains that you need to be isolated and kept in the back room, and it's best to go over the Cloverin prayer book as you do.
Okay.
And he hands you a copy.
Never mind, guys. Gotta go by.
They have to get the drowning cage ready.
Yeah, please.
All right. So the bell
session.
starts dinging, and you guys are a little confused as you were just you guys have barely made it to here, and then people start flocking to the church. I used Amelia on the other one, so I'll just use the faggot collector.
They start
really?
their
She starts-
traditional Cloverian chant. Burn the witch. Burn.
No, it's
Drown her
around the
first. Drown her first.
She says, "It's very brave of you to be undergoing this ritual. It's very dangerous, but it should be able to purify you."
Wait, how isolated is it?
Pardon?
When they say that I'm isolated.
No, we're watching.
You're in a back room, and she's helping you prepare. Like, she ties your hair back into a ponytail and, like, washes your forehead.
This girl is back here with me?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get out of her. Sorry, do you want to go to these guys first? They have
No, all that they need to know is the bell's ringing, and the rest of the town folks are heading towards the church.
try to like
Let's go.
scared. Well, I imagine she's nervous. Say, what's involved? You said it was dangerous.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You just got really
He
quiet.
said,
there,
"What's
dear.
involved?" You said it was dangerous.
She said, "Yes, your head will be underwater for a while, but he's very good. He's never lost a congregant during this ritual."
That's reassuring, actually. I feel good.
I boosted my mic a little bit. But yeah.
You will see them all in the afterlife.
I know. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if like buffing myself before I go through with this is the right idea.
Allow me to cast a spell so I
And-
can breathe underwater.
Anna will ask like if she can be left alone for a little bit, just to take Roa out of their fucking container and like tell Roa to hide somewhere while this happens.
Okay.
But other than that, now I'll go through with it. I ain't scared.
Okay.
Remember, Cassie's not there. Or, Cassie's there. Watch felt now.
So
Mm.
All right. So the congregation gathers around as the bell starts dinging. The pastor, the father, actually stands on here and he says, he asks for your name, Anna.
I'd say Anna.
Do you get a fake last name too?
Barrett. I changed the L to
And a Barrett.
hopefully
Anna
it gives me a
Barrett.
bonus to my bluff check.
He says, "We're here today because Anna Garrett has sinned against Clovis, sinned against the way things were, and took a lover that was not ordained by the church."
And pretty gross.
The whole town gasps. Says she will now be taking the grand walk of penance down the steps and into the ritual of drowning.
If I had to bet, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that it was gonna be Leslie that was gonna be like
So
put on
they
trial for
start
being a
singing
slut.
this song, and they start flicking holy water at you, Anna, as you go down.
Flicks a lot of holy water.
Slut, he says, like really dipping his ladle deep. Slut.
Cassie looks a little worried.
They start singing this chant all in unison. And as they go down to the water's edge, he parks Anna in the shallow. He says, "Oh, Clovis, we're here today to cleanse this one from the demons that have entered her body. Please remove these in your name." And he grabs you by the back of the ponytail and shoves your head in the water. You make a constitution check for me, please.
Oh, that's my good save. Well, I'm glad I came back for this session, you guys.
Trust in her. This was her plan. She knows what she's doing, everybody. Just trust her.
Yeah.
Could
She said a time
Gar-
count.
could Gar work on lighting the church?
not bad.
Flailing is just a ploy.
Like, just so you
Do
kind
it.
of have
Yeah, Gar, do it.
what's going on there, Gar, is like,
Gar wants to light the church on fire while everyone's distracted.
but like like you see how this church is on an island, right, Gar?
Yeah, I have a torch.
Everyone is like looking up at the church.
I'll creep around behind it.
Why? That's where the.
You would have to swim across one of the two sides, and this is a very fast-flowing river.
Couldn't I scale a wall?
What wall?
Palisade wall?
There's no palisade wall.
The ones between the walkway and the rest
Oh,
of the
that's not an actual wall. That's just the map I found. Because this was actually a castle from the map I found, but it's going to be the church in this.
Can I go inside the church and light it on fire from there with a torch?
Well, you'd have to... Basically, you're going to have to jump the river, get past the crowd that's gathered on this hill, and light the church on fire.
Aren't we all near the church anyways?
You guys are on this side of the embankment looking up at the church.
And are fire arrows an option?
Do you have fire arrows?
Can't you make your bow flaming?
I can light my bow on fire, but that doesn't mean it gets fire arrows.
And it's a bow.
So, Gar,
I'll give up. I'll just let her go.
No, dude, don't give up.
still burn it down. I need to know how you're going to do it or how blatantly you're going to do it.
I'm gonna push through the crowd, walk inside, strike up a torch, and hold it to the most combustible thing I can find. Be it their tapestries, anything. It's all heresy.
All right, I guess this is going down.
Yeah.
So right now, Anna's in the middle of the river. All of a sudden, her head's being held underwater, and Gar starts pushing through the parishioners Assassin's Creed style to get up to the church, and they're all kind of looking at him.
Holy shit.
Let's see. So, Gar, you're walking up the steps to the church. Someone says, "Stop! What are you doing?"
Oh, the minister asked me to get something.
Left check.
Here we go.
Best paladin
He asked
ever.
me
Oh,
to extinguish his religion. With
Oh my god.
Oh no.
As much as you can prepare, eh?
Right?
worry,
They still
Russ
just
will
do
fuck it
whatever
up.
they want.
Are you serious? Did you know what you were gonna
So
roll when
you
started
say,
saying
"I've
that?
come to extinguish your religion," and throw on a pair of sunglasses. And
I was
She
worried.
yells-
I was.
she yells out, "Stop! He's gonna burn down the church!" Anna, you feel the man's hand go off the back of your head as you emerge and gasp for air from the water. You're like completely
I say,
disoriented.
praise Clovis.
Wait,
So,
how did they know I was gonna burn down the church?
because you said you were, you got a nat one.
Okay, whatever.
Well, they said, "Stop that man! He's up to something." How's that? That a little better, Russell? So they all see you going towards the church, and the priest says, "I suspect you were a believer of Arete."
Oh, I am. A proud one at that. You can hang me, draw me, and quarter me, but I'm going to burn this building down and start a holy crusade.
A
Hey, how do they
worshiper
know
of
we're gonna burn it down?
Arete.
You know,
Get him!
Man, after so many months of restraining himself, finally Russell.
What do you mean so many months of restraint? We've been playing the same campaign.
Actually, we got
Just
Jesus.
let go and be like, yes, my holy crusade.
I think his previous behavior was him restraining himself.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, baby girl. Hey, you want to come up?
You'll never take me alive.
He says, "You shall do no such thing.
Oh,
I
shall.
challenge you to a duel."
Oh, I can't refuse that. But first, detect evil. I will only duel you if you're evil.
He's not evil.
No deal.
He says, "You would
dear,
burn
I'm
my
little-
holy place to the ground after witnessing my purity.
You have
You,
copyrighted.
sir, are without honor. You are like many of the Aretians I've seen before you."
We invented the Justice League. You're copying us.
He says, "Clovis and Arete were both in the Justice League before Arete decided that her path was her way. Clovis went his own way."
Arete is cooler.
Well,
He says, "At least our paladins are noble and honorable. They're not a bunch of filthy arsonists."
I will purify your heathen ways.
Stop talking, Russ. Just do it, man. Get it done.
I lost my nerve. Just hang me and quarter me. Draw me and quarter me.
Love you.
He says, I banish thee, outsider. Get gone from this town.
No, I banish you.
Take
Wait a
your wife and your idiot son with you.
She's not my wife. She's a man.
Excuse the crowd.
Wow!
I never agreed to that. It made me uncomfortable every time she groped me.
And he's not my son. He's a magician, a necromancer, you know?
And she's a witch, and I kissed my horse.
I will say that Les, like, I typed starts running, but really I wanted to, like, edge to the back of the crowd and start getting away when he was doing that.
He says, out of temperance, never return.
Well, good
I'd
job.
just like to clarify, I did nothing.
What a bunch of strange folk.
It looks like that the three of you are okay, but like Gar, Edward, and Leslie, like there's really no selfie.
Leslie, oh my god.
Who had...
I kind of want to burn the church too now.
Wait, I want to take you back up on that duel.
He says,
Most
out,
chaotic paladin ever. Sorry, I'll
says
stop.
out of my town.
All right, we're gone.
Russ, should I burn it?
No. We must follow the word of law and order.
Hey, lover.
I don't have
This
to.
has been settled. Come, wife. Come with me.
Oh, thank you, babe. They boo as you guys walk out of town and say, "Get out of here, you non-believers!
Declare the wretch has
You're
shown mercy.
Ratians!
I
You
No.
don't deserve my mercy.
Edward, this
Why
is
don't
all
you
your
make
fault.
like the non-true Justice League and dissolve?"
Our Justice League's better than your Justice League.
Boo! They say. Some people throw tomatoes. One hits
Oh.
Edward.
Thrill throws a rock.
Really? Really?
Roll a ranged touch attack.
Cassio start throwing rocks.
The Justice League will expand across the universe. They'll be called the Justice League Expanded Universe.
When people start throwing things, Leslie takes off and starts flying.
Oh my god, really? Well, those
Ignore my
sci-fi
damage.
Fuck you guys.
There go the
Leslie,
rails.
as you start flying away, the priest yells, "Demon!" Roll a reflex save.
Yeah, we saw him have magic before. I hope he's a really high-level cleric.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
I hope he curses Sveldna.
Okay, you take half damage.
You know, we could just try to kill everyone in town.
A bolt strikes down from the sky, dealing half of 23, so that is 11 damage.
Ow!
It's 1 damage for every
How
child he's
many,
molested.
how many feet do you move per round, Leslie, with your wings?
I really have to look that up. I just screwed them.
You still have the same movement speed.
Oh, then he gets
Sure.
another one. Second reflex
No,
save.
if you're descending, you move faster, and when you're ascending, at more than a 45-degree angle, it reduces your speed.
So the
Well, so, I
second
mean, I
he started
assume you're
ascending, he called upon Clovis to smite Leslie.
Well, that's good.
You know, before
gets to
today,
attack.
We
Attacks?
have like a turn order, maybe.
I got a 25
Yeah, let's
on
do that.
throwing a rock at Gar.
no,
So,
before
like,
today,
I just wanna-
thought
I
I
will-
was
I
bad
actually-
at
I want
concealing
to actually
my
ask
identity.
I want to
That's
ask
too
a
high.
question.
I don't feel so bad now.
Hold, shit's going sideways fast. I
So
need
where was
initiative.
this person doing this? Since I was the very back of the crowd, like closest to the exit.
It's the priest that was like Anna's standing right beside him.
Yeah, so I'm as far. I'm quite far away from the priest. So how is he able to shoot me twice?
Oh my god.
It's the range of the spell.
Oh,
Spells
you-
have range.
well, I know, but you kind of implied that
Which
was. You
increased
said
by
everyone
level.
was looking this way, which implies that the ritual is happening somewhere up here, and my
No,
character's at the very back of the crowd.
Gar is there. They're actually in the priest is down here in the river with Anna.
Okay.
Sorry, like not in 1,000 years could I have predicted this is how this would turn up.
Just wait, man.
I don't know if there's one DM who could have called that. I know it would probably go sideways
Nope.
with Gar, but
Just wait.
that was my best guess.
I honestly like to do the moral and warning just before anything like that happens. Just be like, you can do this, but
Yeah, no, I'm okay with this. Who else needs on the turn order?
Oh, I do. Sorry.
And I got to get some sort of NPC token in here.
I mean, I'm just running away.
Yeah. Let's give him... I'll just throw the bard token down. It's not actually the bard, but he's there. He's all like, ah. Sorry. And let's give him a nice +2. Okay, 5. 5.02. Okay, Thrindle.
So do any of these buildings look like anything where they might hold people, like any sort of stockade or anything like that?
This one here looks like a sheriff's office.
All right, so
You guys don't help us, man. Run away.
yeah, Thurindle is going to feign yelling in terror and running for cover towards the sheriff's office.
Left check. You have a pretty good distraction, so I'm going to take that into consideration. Plus, you're disguised as an old man. Yep, you're good. You enter the sheriff's office. The sheriff comes running out as you run in, and he's like, "Stay out of trouble, old timer. Get behind something." And he looks like this fella.
I'm supposed to be.
I
Sorry,
hold
keep
my.
it.
Yeah, okay. I hold my chest and pretend like I'm sort of, my chest is hurting me or something, and sort of move it further into the building and say, "I'm going to seek shelter."
Yeah, he runs past you. Like, he doesn't even listen when you say, like, yeah.
Okay, and
It's
now
perfectly normal.
I am going to begin looking around the building for any sort of prison cells or stockades or whatever.
There are some pretty rudimentary holding cells, but nothing else. You do find the sheriff's desk, which appears to be locked.
Thurindle literally goes in the jail cell. Wake me up when it's done.
Okay, he has the desk and it's locked. I don't think I've got any spells that could really help me with that at the moment. So I'm just going to, look for cells mostly. I think, I don't really have any spells that'll help open that. So yeah.
Okay. That's my new recommendation. Gar?
Gar will be like, oh, God, what's happening? Guy nailed it.
Arete appears and says, "You fucked everything up."
Where did I leave my horse?
It's probably tied up just around here.
Well, thank God we didn't pay ADN in advance, right, fellas?
Gar hops on his horse and leaves town.
They shouldn't have thrown tomatoes at me.
Okay.
Really?
Leslie is going to continue flying in a wide berth and loop. Gonna make her way well out of range of everybody and loop around.
Okay. Edward?
Well, Edward would love to pretend it has nothing to do with anything, but the two people he came in town with were the worst offenders, so...
The bluegrass
chose
music.
poorly.
I guess in the end I'm the one that chose poorly. I'm gonna learn my lesson from now on. But
The chase music.
yeah. So damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to run with them.
Yeah, actually, let's get some banjo chase music going.
Yeah,
There's
get
gotta be
that
something
banjo
like that.
chase music.
This might actually work out, guys.
You bet it will. That was my plan all along.
I don't want a metagame, but yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Edward's clear. They're all hopping mad. Damn it.
I summoned a skeleton. Dad, demon summoned the undead. Oh, really? We should really kill her. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that.
Anna?
Oh, sorry.
There's a general chaos as the village is kind of beside themselves on what to do. You're standing in the river. You can kind of see through your dress, which kind of makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, if they've kind of let me go, like to try to make it look like I'm like afraid or something, I'll air quotes flee back to the church.
Okay. Yep. So you flee back to the church.
No, don't go in the church.
Cassandra.
Wow.
Oh God.
Sorry. I'm pretty much just gonna like stick with Anna. Once that's over, I'm gonna fall. Just be like, what were you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
So Anna looks to her and says, no time to explain. I need to get Roa, and we have to find those hostages quick.
Yeah, we're on a time frame now. Let's go.
Thurindle, you're in the sheriff's office by his locked desk.
Yeah, I will look around for any sort of keys or anything.
Reception check.
Yes, perception is what I need to roll. Say.
You do not spot any sort of key.
All right, well, I'm just going to go in and start looking for these people.
Like, again, the three holding
Or
cells.
looking... Right,
like, there's three holding cells, and they do not look like there's anyone in them.
Oh, they're empty.
Yeah.
Okay, back at this desk drawer then. I will... I don't have anything I can use on that, so I will continue looking around. You can move on to someone else.
Gar, you've escaped. Leslie?
Leslie's going to continue flying in a wide berth around the city. He doesn't want them to know where he is.
How many minutes of flight do you have?
One per level, I think.
1 minute per level, 6 minutes.
Gar has other things he wanted to do.
Oh, sorry, Gar.
Gar wants to
I
start
cut off Gar's turn.
burning their crops.
Gar, are you serious? That's totally just different.
So you like, what do you do? Just throw your torch in their field?
Yeah, I'll look for a dry patch. I'll try to get it good.
Gar, as your torch connects with the field, you feel the power of Arete slipping away from you.
Arete, they are heathens. Stole my power.
Really?
Yeah, you're kind of doing an evil act here. There's a lot of innocent people.
I think this is objectively good for his
If they have
religion.
food, their evil paladins will be strong. We must weaken them at the root.
Yeah, you're still losing your powers here, buddy. This is pretty evil.
I don't know what you're talking about, Drew.
I think Drew's being bullshit.
Have you
Same.
not witnessed the Gamelonian logic?
This sounds like something Moses would do. If he's not a paladin, I don't know who is. I was
like-
being sarcastic.
You couldn't
If
pick
you
up on
don't
the
take his
sarcasm
powers
in that?
away, I'll
Okay,
be like,
thank you.
what?
Because I hate policing a moral class. I really do.
I was about to message you and be like, if you take his powers away, I'm totally gonna be on your side. Like,
Oh yeah, but
it's
like,
not to stomp on you, Russ, but like, it's a paladin.
Like the one downside of that class is you have to play by a code, and
There's
you
lots of-
detected that he wasn't evil. So yeah, I'm stripping you of you're a powerless.
Bullshit.
You're an archer at this point.
Ex-paladin. The
Uh,
best class.
Well, I might as well throw.
It is my favorite class for sure.
There's some really good builds for it, I hear.
Paladin.
Really, it's all about like how you combine the archetypes.
Is there actually builds for it?
No.
I know.
Gar, you feel
Let him
you
retcon.
slipped away. Mm. Other
Yeah.
GMs about policing a moral class. I don't like ruin on anyone's fun.
I don't know if you don't want to do that. I don't know. It's up to
Yeah. I'm not
was
afraid of you, DM. Give me a worst.
All right, Gar's smitten and turns into a talking poo.
Oh well.
There are
You could have been a talking diarrhea.
there are builds for that.
Yeah. So it looks like you've fallen out of favor with Arete, and you have none of your divine powers.
Boo, Drew.
Our sensing his morality and power has stopped. Decides he's a Gamelonian soldier and goes to war, firing arrows across the river.
Oh man. Oh my god. Why?
I'm so glad I got my laptop back in time for this.
Gar, I'm gonna wait for your next turn here.
Greatest
Leslie.
Christmas gift of all.
Leslie is swooping over the church, and he's gonna drop a firebomb on the roof.
So you're swooping back towards. Okay. The problem is you need more than 2 rounds to throw that off. So just let's say in about 2 turns time, because otherwise
All
the
right.
dude would have smited you twice. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put a little blue dot with a 2 on it, and in 2 turns you can execute that.
Yay!
Also, this map isn't scaled for this type of fight, so I'm gonna have to take some creative imaginations. Edward, you see a column of smoke erupt from a neighboring field.
I hate these people.
Is Feltna next to me? Oh no, that's just a fake token.
No,
Yeah,
Feltna-
that's Cassie right now.
Yeah, you're standing out, and you watch Gar like turn and throw this thing at him, but like you notice that like Gar normally has a glow to him. You see it vanish, and like a look in his eyes, like he snaps. Like your dad was Gamelonian, wasn't he?
No, half Gamelonian.
But was that your mom that was Gamelonian?
No, my dad is half Gamelonian. No.
Okay, so sometimes your dad would have this like really cold look in his eye, especially before he was going to beat the shit out of you. Gar's got that look.
Okay, so immediately I would step away from him and not talk to him. And I'm just going to dude, Edward doesn't know what he's doing now. I guess the 2 other people are really, really mad at him. And I don't think I can go back to this town, but I don't want to attack these people. So I guess Edward, I mean, I don't want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if the rest of the party that isn't Gar and Leslie are okay. So I'm just going to try to stealthily make my way to see if they're fine. If yeah.
So I am not allowing a stealth in this circumstance. Like you have no cover.
Oh.
Like you have like field. Like right now you're kind of in a grove of, let's say, trees.
Yeah, but isn't there a field over there?
It's on fire.
Yeah, but this part of well, I'm sure I can lose some opponents by going through it if it's not completely on fire. I mean, if not, then I guess I'll just move.
Do it.
Crawl
Probably not a
below
good-
the
Alright.
fire in the field.
No, it's
Crawl-
not a good idea. In that case,
crawl
I'm gonna
through the
move
field. You go
1,
for it.
No, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Again, the map's not scaled, so let's.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get here. So how far can I go?
Okay, so can I scale this for? Hold on, I'm just gonna give me a moment.
You could. A
Hold
simple
on.
way to do it would be a full move is 1 square, but I don't know.
Let's do move is 1 square, double moves 2 squares.
Hmm.
Deal?
Good idea, Drew. I wish I came up with it.
Yep. I wish you did too.
So I'm gonna double move to. Ah, shit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to. Ah, son of a bitch. Because I really. No, Edwards. I'm gonna commit to it. I'm moving there. That's my turn.
See, I find Russell always shines the most when I have these kind of like clever bits. You hear
You
the
know-
priest yell, "They're burning the fields down! Someone go for help! Sheriff, help me rout them off the bridge!" So they move. They would be about here. So they move 1, 2. Okay. Anna, you're actually over here because you were running up towards the church.
Yeah, did I manage on getting into it?
Yep.
Yeah, picking up my clothes, kind of change as quickly as possible, and grab Roa.
Okay.
Look to Cassie and say, do we have any idea where they would be keeping them?
I feel like we've barely even entered the town so far. There's probably much more to it.
I know.
I'm glad I spent all this time. Thanks, guys.
But we have to take this opportunity because we don't know how they'll respond, especially if they catch them. I don't know what happened to Gar.
Well, he made his choice.
I guess, but we have to take this opportunity. And Anna will Anna will tell Roa as she puts Roa in her like carrying case or whatever. Let me know if you pick up a scent of any of the gnomes. We should go, Cassie.
Roll
Where's
her survival
Thorendo?
check.
Do you know if there's a basement in the church?
I didn't get a look around either. I was hoping that we would be able to learn a bit more, but you're right. We're kind of here now.
How did this happen?
We should go check to see if there's a basement. This may be our best option of where they would keep them right now.
If Drew could have kept us more entertained, this would have never happened.
Yeah, it's Drew's fault.
That gets the worst.
Boo.
Yeah, Roa doesn't smell any gnomes.
Okay.
But there are some chicken bones left in the garbage outside.
What the fuck does that mean?
Anna will.
She's a raccoon, dude.
Yeah, let's take a look around, I guess.
She's
So-
a raccoon.
Cassie and I will spread out and like look for.
Yeah, we'll separate, start running through the church.
Okay.
Do you want perception or just?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll take one from each of you because you're back to back.
Yeah. 16.
11.
Anna, you find a collection plate.
I don't tell Sveltna about it. We don't have time.
I'm Cassie, not Svelte now.
Cassie, whatever.
I'm good at lying.
Then yeah, I will. Fuck.
So you find a collection plate. Other than that, there's some tapestries that look expensive. You look into the back room, and like there's a study with a bunch of books in it. Cassie, you look into the back of the other side of the room, and yeah, it looks like there's just stairs leading up to a bell tower and a long rope hanging down.
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna pull the rope and ring the bell to try and cause more chaos.
Can I get an intimidate check?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so you're like no one's really in that marketplace, but where the priest is trying to, like, the priest and the sheriff are trying to organize people in town but like the loud bell is like drowning them out.
I
So
just
people
figured like
start
it kind of
scattering.
symbolized like a ritual starting to happen last time.
So Cassandra, they went Thrindle.
I know, right? Threndel's subtle infiltrate.
Okay,
and
so-
when she rings the bell, Anna looks at Cassie and is like, "Why would you do that?"
Just trying to
So
buy us
I'm
more time.
going to go to the door to look for Sveltna specifically, or Cassie, I guess, and not seeing her, I will.
Thrindle, there's basically a large crowd of people. Like most of the towns here, there's like 80 people running around, like trying to get over this narrow drawbridge.
I see.
Or not drawbridge, but narrow bridge.
But there's no people
Hi,
in this
Bridge.
building yet.
Hi, Bridge.
She keeps looking at me every time I say bridge.
There's no people in here though.
You're not
No,
the only
just
bridge
you.
in the world.
So I will go and cast blend on myself discreetly then.
Okay, no problem. So that's
And
a spell.
that's-
What's your second action?
Then I will exit the building and make my way over to the second one to take a look.
Gar. This is where the fun begins.
Gar is counting himself as a 6th level warrior now.
Of course, yeah. You can just interchange these.
Well, I'm
Well-
assuming I just basically lost my paladin powers and I'm
Well, there's rules for it. You just lose like all your abilities basically.
Let's just see Paladin real quick. We'll look at. There is an Paladin thing.
Yeah, there is ex paladin. You just like lose all your
I lose my
paladin-
spells. Yeah, I lose my paladin powers.
Ex-Paladin, sorry. Who willfully commits an act of evil or violates a code loses all Paladin spells and class features,
Gotcha.
but not weapon, armor, or shield proficiencies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
This feels
Yeah,
heavy-handed.
so dude, you can still use your attack roll. You just can't use any smite or anything.
Yeah.
Gar starts headhunting civilians.
Oh
Writing
my
traffic.
god.
Going right
Wow.
from
Roll.
Paladin to anti-paladin.
Each
Yeah,
one
I
of
was
you-
about to say X
Each
to
one
anti.
of you is planning to be a soldier of Clovis, and I will stop you all.
You spread. Oh, I need a second.
Yo,
Uh,
Gar's gonna get his
back.
dick sucked once.
Give
I
me a
change my
moment
spell
here.
now.
Scale 1 unit is 30 feet. Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hey, if you can't be a paladin, the smartest move is to go all the way the other way.
Right? Is to get your dick sucked, exactly.
He should get some powers for being an anti-paladin, I think.
Well,
No,
not yet.
No, you have to.
Whoa.
You have to literally sell your soul to someone.
Two
Uh,
hands, perfect.
Yeah, that's 2 hits.
He's shooting
So,
civilians.
Thrindle, as you're slinking along the wall, you see like the faggot collector walk in front of you, and she's
No,
running,
don't
and
kill
an
her.
arrow comes out of nowhere, and it stabs her in the neck. Blood starts burbling from her neck, as you can see one of Gar's green-tipped arrows sticking in there. You hear someone scream as another person hits the dirt. What's the beard? Do you remember the fire rules for fire spreading?
I can give them to you, yeah.
Okay, so if you could look
So,
those up for me, I'm gonna let Carl go. Carl, you're one turn
Oh.
away before you can dive bomb the church.
Honestly,
Sorry.
like, I don't know if I should do that because I want the party to take me back. I didn't think this would go to this level. I kind of, I kind of think I just want to keep flying a wide berth around the city and watching.
So you have a bomb in hand, and you're so pissed, and you're looking at the church, but then you look over at Gar, just like firing arrows into the crowd discriminately. The fire behind him growing as he's just like a ex-paladin on the loose.
The truth is, I thought we would lose Anna, and I wanted to create a distraction. I sacrificed everything to save Anna.
You're such a liar.
Like every time Russ talks again, his total mind has changed complete. I apologize. He sets his bow down. Actually, never mind.
That's true. Yeah,
I
but
only
basic-
pretended to surrender to lure you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, seeing Gar like insanely murdering everyone has kind of made me realize what's happening.
Russell, you are the best Dungeons and Dragons ever.
Les is like,
You act better than I could think.
I didn't want to get hit by tomatoes, but I also don't want this.
You're like, perhaps I overreacted.
He says as he's hanging from the gallows. Maybe.
Gar's calling out maniacally over the river. You'll never take me alive.
Okay, so the sheriff and the dude run over.
I just put the fire table. It's a rollable table if you just want to use
How do I
it.
do? How do I roll on that table?
If you click on the 4th tab, like the one that has macros and decks and stuff, yeah.
Did it work?
Yep.
Fire grows 1 square row. Gar, the heat's getting pretty intense behind you as your fire starts to spread.
You may purify my body, Rete. Burn me if you must.
Edward, what did you do?
I think I'm just going to attempt to get closer to where they're going, but yeah, I'm just trying to get closer to the party to get higher up there. So I guess that's my move. But I'm trying to. I'm not fighting or anything.
Okay. Edward, you are like, I'm gonna tell you, if you move that close to the fire, you will take damage. Like, it is a raging inferno. So you're beside Gar or within 30 feet of Gar? Because I did change the scale.
Yeah, so I guess that would be, yeah, because I want to see if the party's okay, and then I'm just gonna run away or something, or take cover. Because I don't know.
They already moved. Anna.
After the bell rings, I suppose Anna will run out of the church. Is Thurndle outside the church?
Thurndle is blended. You can't see him.
Okay. So Anna will run out towards like this main street area. Everyone's sort of still just like running around chaotic.
Hold on, Anna. You can only move 1 space at a time. Or
sorry.
I've got it scoped to 30 feet per move, and you can move diagonal, so I'll allow it.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna allow it.
I just moved
Allow it.
I guess. Right?
You can move one more if you want. There you go. Undo.
Peace.
This area is like I know that you said it's like a church or whatever, so this isn't walled off. What is in here though?
Anna, there are 3 buildings in here on this kind of area here. As you look down on the ground there, you can see like 2 dead villagers. One is the faggot collector, and the other is just like a random villager, and they've got arrows sticking out of them.
So yeah, Anna will look out in shock. Do I recognize it as Gar's arrows immediately, or not so much?
He's probably got pretty distinct longbow Gamelonian arrows.
I mean, when Anna sees that, she doesn't know what to think. But at that,
It's Gamering again.
yeah, I know, right? No, but I guess she's just gonna keep running. Are there lots of people around?
Yeah, there's kind of a stampede of people trying to get across this bridge here.
Like, get out towards them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Anna's basically going that way. That's it.
I need you to... What was your initiative, Anna?
Oh, it was like 5 or something. It was pretty low.
Yep, I just re-added you on the table. I was trying to delete the green lines, and I deleted you by mistake. Cassie.
No big deal.
I move up and follow up behind Anna.
You see the faggot collector dead at your feet.
Really?
Can,
When
like,
they're... Did they
your
pass
language.
by me?
Yeah,
we
they're passing
can't
by
see
you.
We can't
Can
see
I quick... Yeah, exactly. But when they do pass by, can I try to subtly... Are there a lot of people around?
There's a panic, like, you'll be okay.
I'm going to say to Sveltna, there's a desk in the sheriff's office over in the back corner. Here. It's locked. See what's in it.
Alright, so I'll start moving that way.
You can, just move over. I'll give you one more space.
Hello.
Thrindle.
Okay. I am going to move as far as I can towards the conflagration, the fire.
Okay.
I'm going to summon a water elemental.
Okay.
Why are you solving what? You're a traitor.
But this
No,
doesn't that take a
Gamry's the
full round?
traitor.
Oh right. He's not
To
Gamry.
summon a water elemental,
Right.
doesn't
Well,
it take a
are
full
you
round,
sure?
Thrindle?
No.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Maybe this is how Gamry became Gamry.
So are you moving or just summoning?
Gamry's backstory.
Because the timeline was working backwards.
Can I move and begin and use like half
and
of
half?
this? Yeah.
Make it so. Gar.
Gar decides that. Oh, let me just look for something else to light on fire.
I love it.
Gar, does he have time to light the bridge on fire?
The bridge isn't as flammable as the. You could try. Do you have
Actually-
anything that's more amped up than a torch?
Nah, I'll just shoot.
Not anymore.
I'll just try to create chaos.
Okay.
Arete.
Okay.
I'm just trying to create chaos. Can't you understand?
Congratulations, you've achieved that.
Gar wants to shoot this guy playing the banjo. Only women
That's
play
actually not the guy
instruments,
playing
you
the
heathen.
banjo. That's the enemy priest or the sheriff. And
Drew,
this is
I'm
putting
gonna
them on the same
I'm gonna
tiles.
ask you to not cut off Russ's dope lines before he kills innocent bystanders, please.
Yeah.
Russell,
Okay.
what was it that you said?
He said, "Only women play instruments, you heathen."
So I'm gonna let you target the banjo player because that's pretty epic. So roll to attack.
Oh shit, that's my old attack roll. It'd be 23 and 29.
That's still hit. So the banjo player. Hold on, let me look up sad banjo music. He goes down and he says, other Bryans, remember me.
That's true. There are still yet more Bryans.
I will be one with you, Elder Brian.
The other three Bryans fuse. We are now Mega Bryan.
Mecha Brian.
We are Legion.
Run, run,
Brian.
run.
Man, it's
None of this is my fault.
Some of it is your fault. That's
There was a lot more hysteria caused by your actions.
there's your sad banjo.
Let's just keep in mind that this is Russell's fault, okay?
Okay,
Sure.
Leslie.
Leslie is still just flying around the city in a wide girth. He's trying to decide what he should do, if anything.
Okay, Edward.
Well, I'm gonna keep going on my way. Whamp. Whamp.
Whamp whamp.
If you go in a straight line, you can run, and then that's 3 or 4 tiles.
Cool. I mean 3, because I can't really go on a straight line anymore. So yeah, I guess Edward's gonna start running. And since he would have ran in the previous rounds if he know he was allowed to, maybe he would have been like... Actually, here's the perfect place. I'm gonna throw in a perception to see if the party's being attacked or if they're okay or something. So here I go. Wow.
All right. So you see Thrindle kind of looks like he's hiding, and he starts waving his hands around and doing stuff.
I'm
And,
Blended.
yeah, but Edward got a nat 20 perception.
Yeah, so I
Edward
see a
sees you.
blur and I'm like, oh.
You see Cassandra running for a house, and Anna running towards the drawbridge, I think. I forgot to roll on the fire table that round.
Okay, and they're not, like, getting attacked by villagers or anything?
Nope.
Okay, so what I'm going to do in that case, well, that's going to be the end of my turn, but I guess I'll just wait there. But yeah, that's the end of my turn, so I guess I'll figure out what I do next.
Okay, so the priest moves forward, and the priest attempts to smite you. Roll a reflex save, Gar.
Okay, sure.
That's his last smite. So you pass, so you take half that.
I'm gonna give this priest stats. I'm probably not gonna need to use them, but you know, gotta
Just in
stay prepared.
case.
He's actually based off a 5th edition priest I did for something else.
Yeah, which is Drew's MO in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm just reusing stuff all the time.
Hey, man. You gotta.
Welcome to Nancy's. I mean, whatever this place is called.
All right. So, Gar, you take 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
The sheriff aims a gun at you. And he fires and misses. This other chick that you saw in the bar runs up too. Anna.
Hello?
Hello.
We only heard a low.
Sorry, is it my go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that. Yeah, Anna's still just moving. That's it. Good luck. That's my turn.
Anna, oh, where have you been? We
Okay.
missed you, and now we can...
Cassandra.
I'm gonna go into that house and look for the desk.
Okay.
But
You
Purple's
easily
not-
find the desk that Thorindel mentioned.
I'm gonna try and unlock it.
Okay. Disable device.
17.
It's a very simple lock. You're able to crack it open, and inside you find a couple notes.
I'm gonna start reading them here, just in case I have some pertinent information.
It looks like it is a message sent between the sheriff and Frank Darling. And Frank Darling is telling the sheriff that he has to release 2 criminals in his possession, and the payment will be the same.
Alright, so he's obviously dirty.
But they are cool with killing mages here, so.
It's fair.
Thorindel.
So, yeah, the summoning finishes.
Okay, so you
I-
pull forth a water elemental.
Now, I can only summon it like 30 feet away, so it'll have to move, and it moves pretty slow on land, so it might take a little while to get there.
Where are your elementals? PC stuff, please.
I don't know if I have them in here.
Here, I'll just get you something for it.
I could move them over. If it's-
Yeah, but you have to change like the token settings and everything, because for whatever reason,
Change your
Doesn't-
token settings.
keep them so.
Did
There you
say
go.
token settings? Oh no, then Luke doesn't care.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. That works. I don't have control, but
There you go. So it can
Alright.
cut across the river pretty fast.
yeah, it can move through the water fast. But once it's on land, it's like 10 feet around, I think.
Holy jeez.
Tokes. Really quiet
Okay.
tokes.
Thorindel, you still have your other half of your move.
I will move towards Gar.
Okay.
Well, actually, to a discreet location is what I'm looking for.
He seems preoccupied. Gar.
Gar, which way does the river flow?
The river flows that way.
Take him down.
Yeah, where whoever's making that motion.
Okay. Gar dives into the river.
And just
Okay.
gets swept away.
It is pretty fast flowing, as I mentioned before. Gar, swim check, please.
Okay.
I don't see an issue here at all.
Gar says, "May these rivers take me to a better life." Rete will forgive.
Gar the expat.
Gar, you jump into the water, and the flask-throwing water carries you with it. However, you take 2d6 points of damage
Like
as you're
crying
bashed
damage?
along the rocks. Yeah, 15's the DC. You take mine.
Where's
5
the
damage.
lay on hands when you need one?
You mean... So that... Leslie, what do you do?
Leslie will fly towards Gar.
You do realize by flying towards Gar, you are going to pass over the cleric and his ilk.
Yeah, I am gonna have to take the long way. Hope he survives.
You see Edward running one way. Are you going to follow Edward, or are you just going to stay on Gar?
I'll stay on Gar.
Okay. So you're going to take the long way. Okay.
Well, where's Edward going? Is he going like north along the river?
Yeah, it looks like he's scattering, I think. You are going north, right, Edward?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably gonna stop here. I just wanted to see if the party was okay, but if yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Maybe I'll go to Edward. I mean, Gar seems to have it all figured out.
Yeah. This is this campaign is now named Gar's Genocide. I mean, Righteous
Well,
Crusade.
didn't I kill Gamry, too?
Mm-hmm.
What do you
You emerge from the water.
Exactly 4 adventures ago.
Why do you hate Russell, Drew? He's just trying to roleplay.
I don't hate Russell.
I think you do.
I've probably known Russell longer than I've known any of you.
I think
I think that's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
that's sarcasm.
Well, that's just more time to hate him.
I agree.
Drew and I used to play Lego together. When we were
Yeah, man.
little.
This is
I used to kill off his characters, and oh god!
Used to make Lego
It's
butt
always
plugs.
been this way.
Okay, so it looks like combat's dissipating. Anna or Cassie, anything riveting you want to do with the last turns before I declare a combat over?
Burn it down.
You haven't even killed a cleric yet.
How will no one buy the moon sugar?
I'm gonna give him the gist of what I found on the notes and suggest we come back at night and search the town.
So, Gar, another swim check, please.
Here goes nothing. Oh no, only 5.
Again? Oh, that's wrong. That's a musket shot.
12.
So 10 more damage, and that's another fail. 6 more damage. Another one, please.
Okay. Six.
Another swim check, please.
I got a 6. Oh,
Oh.
do you want a 4th swim check?
Yeah. So another 5 damage, Gar.
An 8.
Are you
That's
taking
up
the
to
damage
tw-
off?
I haven't added it yet. It's up to 21.
Okay.
Here, I'll take it off now.
And another 8.
Note to
Come on,
self,
Gar, you
don't
just
go
have to roll up
swimming
a
in Drew's
50.
adventure.
Roll again.
He's just had bad fails.
There you go.
Wow, and it's fast-moving water.
Gar,
so-
you drag yourself up off one of the banks. You're like broken and bruised, and you flop over on the southern bank of the river.
It must be. I was swept it farther down river.
Oh yeah. You're like,
All right, Gar makes his escape. He says, "This party will never have me again, but I will be an excellent villain."
No, fuck you.
You don't get the.
His hand just emerged.
Should have entertained him better.
Good.
This is all of everyone's fault.
You'll never know what truly made Gar snap.
It was the banjo.
Fucking God.
You'll never truly know what made Gar snap.
The water elemental tries to put out the flames, but the flame basically takes all the props to the east of the village.
I could throw down Aqueous Orb too.
Now the real question is, do you want to? Because while they're staring at Gar, your water elemental starts working a bit, but they start doing a bucket brigade.
All right. Well, then I'll let them go at it and continue searching through. I'll leave the water elemental to help though.
As soon as Les is alone, he went, oh shit, my bad. I'm retarded.
Cassie, you keep rolling swim checks until you pass one. And I also didn't apply the drowning rules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the three remaining party, do you guys hop in on the bucket brigade?
No, I do you want to stick to an Ash or?
No, you
yeah,
guys play.
If I saw Gar fall into the river, I'd probably want to go run after him.
I'm gonna
But
check.
I'm pretty sure I was inside the house when that happened.
I think you were.
You're a loser.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just hop on the bucket brigade.
I see it happen.
What's the bucket brigade?
Trying to
It's
put
like a line of
the
buckets to
police.
put out the fire.
Oh, that's,
I mean,
that's
and-
lame.
And Anna's going this way.
Oh, I'll follow Anna then. I thought you were hopping on the bucket brigade.
Nah, I'm gonna try to find these hostages and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
So Anna's going that way. Thrindle, you're actually first.
Yeah, so I'll start off by searching this building closest to me.
You search the building closest to you. There's nothing of any interest, mainly peasant stuff.
Is there so all these walls and that are here? There's
Yep.
no means of egress from this side.
No, you could easily get over the water. There's no walls.
Oh, there
Like, it's a
isn't
map.
any.
No walls. The map wasn't a
Oh,
perfect
okay.
fit.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna head in this direction then.
Okay. And you can just
I guess
move
I'll
to
head.
where you want to go because we're out of combat now.
Okay. Wait, what is here at this gray spot here? This little is that a building of some type or?
Gray spot. Just let me take a look. Yeah, it's just a small house. It looks like some poorer families live there.
Okay, I'll go for this building then, the bigger one.
Okay. In that building, as you come out, an old man, kind of like, are you blended or not blended?
Oh, I'm blended. Yeah, if you want a
You
stealth,
see an
I can
old
roll.
man kind of hobble out of the door and go, "My God, I've never seen this in all my years." And he looks like I have too many tabs and shit open now.
Did you want a stealth from me?
Yes, please. Just don't roll a 1.
Who is breathing so hardcore? Yeah, that's you.
I thought someone was sleeping. Attendance check.
Present.
I'm here.
Yeah, Luke's asleep.
Well,
This will be +4. It might have
Okay,
been me.
you're
I'm
good, you're
holding
good.
on.
So he's standing on the porch going, "Well, I've never seen that in my entire life."
Maybe you should have worshipped the better god.
So he's blocking the doorway, like.
Correct.
Kill him.
I can shift 15 feet, so I'll just shift past him.
Okay. You shift past him and he doesn't seem to notice.
At like a diagonal.
Yeah.
You know.
You're inside a well-decorated house.
Okay. I will. Do I know approximately what the people I'm looking for look like at all? Perhaps distinguishing family features?
No, not really. Like, the family features, they're all just kind of gruff, and you've seen a lot of that.
Okay, well, I'll sort of try to discreetly look through the house. Perception, I guess. 22.
You see some letters on his desk.
Okay, I'll start with those.
There is a letter on the desk addressed to him from... Let me see here. It is from Frank Darling. And it says, "Look, you codgy old bastard. I understand that the town respects you, but I don't give a shit whether you live or die.
Whoa.
If you get in my way again, I'm gonna mess you up like I did Ronald. Huh? You like that? I'll leave you to rot and see where that leaves you. We're fighting for the same cause here, but you're doing it wrong. Just stay the fuck out of my way, or you'll be sorry. Sincerely, Frank Darling."
Okay.
I'm going to cut to Gar, but I think Gar is retreating down the river going, "Oh, you'll see. You'll all be mine." So, Russell, I don't know, do you have a plan with this? Like, you want Gar to be a villain? Do you want me to... Russell, you still there?
He went to bed. He became a villain, and he went to bed.
Yeah, that's all this was. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting tired of it. Just start a big fucking fire and kill them."
It is past my villain
hey, Russ.
bedtime.
So, my question for you then is, what do you want to do with Gar?
My wish for Gar would be that he disappears, either to go one direction or the other, like truly enlightened and have found the way through his Gamelonian.
Yeah, that's
madness.
gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Or he goes the complete opposite and becomes more evil than you could possibly imagine.
Well, that's
All right.
Seems
What
the more
do you?
likely.
What do
Sure, I
you
can
as
imagine.
what do you as a player want to do in the meantime?
I'll come up with a character in like 20 minutes, and you can write me back in.
what?
Hello, the banjo man survived his wounds.
All right, so are we just going to be taking random people into our party, considering how the last one turned out?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think Svetlana's gonna be.
Technically, Edward has less seniority than me.
I haven't murdered anybody yet.
I don't
bring
think
it back
that
to
helps
that.
your cause,
It's
really.
the opposite.
I don't think
Um,
that's cause, really.
yeah, take your time, Russ. Just let me know when you've got something ready, and if you could give me an overview, that'd be great. But yeah, perfect. That works for me. I just wanted. I was like, did you just get rid of Gar on your own accord, or was that?
No, I
just
go with the
happened.
flow, man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Do you think that was pre-planned?
Allosaurus.
He lights fields on fire when he wants.
I didn't plan to do this. It just kind
It just happened. Well,
He had
It just
torch.
felt
Ball
right.
started rolling, and
Was
then
it-
it started rolling
was
too
it
fast.
beetle?
And couldn't-
Okay.
Honestly, it was the Justice League thing really triggered
God.
Jesus.
Leslie,
Yes.
Where are the other gnomes going?
are you going to do anything in the meantime?
Well, I don't think I can just meet up with Edward and say "woo," and then I'm gonna change back into a man.
What the hell were you doing out there?
Yeah, that got out of hand.
You've gone crazy. I thought I was bad at attracting attention to myself, but I guess
I panicked.
that's not a reason to just throw bombs at people's crops.
I didn't throw bombs at anyone's crops.
Oh, well. Whatever, like, is the rest of the party okay? Maybe you should fly in and try to pick them out or something. I'll
No
come
way,
with...
man. That guy packs a wallop. I am not going anywhere near that place.
Oh,
I could
Well,
disguise
let's-
self. You want to disguise? All right, you want to disguise each other?
Hello, well, new travelers.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wow,
You had good luck with travelers.
We wouldn't be
We're
able
not
Maybe in
admitting new
trouble.
travelers.
we wouldn't be
If
able to
you're-
go
if you're
until
not-
tomorrow.
if you're not going, I'm gonna go.
All right, have a good one. Listen, I'll set up camp out here, and You tell the party this is like where we are. We'll meet up after they,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll tell them they didn't matter enough for you to come.
What do you mean? I can't go back to town, dude. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll make a camp. I'll prepare in case they need to make a hasty getaway to cover them, but we'll have to meet here.
No, that's cool. The party will understand.
No, he's making a stand on the division of labor here.
Well, how do I go back? Seriously, I can make disguise self potions.
Didn't you just change your gender?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Draw their attention or something.
He
all right, I'm
kind
coming.
of looks similar though. He looked like her brother. Or
I look
Right.
like exactly. I would look like her brother.
I thought it was, yeah.
So like, you can actually recognize me.
You see a little bit of Leslie in the female.
Drink monkey fish and then just be like, I'm a traveling freak show.
I have wings and flippers. See me?
Definitely not that other winged man.
By the way, I sure love what's his name? Yes, Clovis. Yeah, so assuming my turn comes next, I just ran.
Like I'll go. I guess I'll go back too, but I'm not going back with Edward.
That's what I said. Just attract some attention.
Well, I mean, we can't go back together.
Anna.
So, yeah, Anna's running this way. Do I see any, like, what do I see when I go here?
Where are you? You see a bunch of small farmhouses.
Does Rella smell anything? Should she make another check?
She's dirt.
You can.
Okay. See if she can pick up the scent.
He does not smell anything.
Oh, very good. Fuck. Well, fuck. Yeah, it's like whether or not they're underneath that goddamn church. It's just a lot of farmhouses up here.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Well. Huh. Okay. Anna's just gonna keep running.
Okay.
And leave.
Sandra.
I'm going to also run. Can we run in a straight line diagonally?
Yep.
Alright. Actually, no, that'll put me in the water. So I'm just going to move to here for my turn. And then I'll be going down this way to investigate next turn.
Okay. Thranduil.
Okay, I will look around this house a little bit more just to see if there's anything else that catches my attention. Are there any other people in this building? Hello?
We're not going to
I
answer
can hear
you.
you.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I didn't realize that I had to say something. So there is a, the old man standing in the doorway. There's no other people in this building.
Okay, I will go down to this building.
It looks like a pretty poor farmhouse.
Pretty poor farmhouse, eh? Okay. Instead of doing that, I'm going to head for the church.
There is a river in between. It's not flowing as fast through the creek as it is through the main body of water.
Okay, does it look like? Because I sort of crossed it, I guess, over here. Would it be a bit easier to go back over this way to get?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do that instead because my swim's not so great.
Okay. And you can probably just blink across it or whatever your ability's called. I'll be back in 30 seconds there, guys. BRB.
What a bunch of shit. What a bunch of shit. Beard man.
So what are you making, Russell?
Morrowind Online.
I'm trying to decide between
I'm gonna sleep soon.
Dwarf Fighter or a human
We can't
druid.
play tonight, but
No, you should go dwarf barbarian.
there's shit I want to show you.
Fighters are so plain. Do fighters really excite you?
I mean, they can be fun because they're customizable, like so they can have a thing, I guess.
They
But
just seem so. I don't know.
I just want to see Russell the Barbarian, and I know I'm not alone.
Or be a brawler.
I guess that works.
Druid.
I just want to see
Yeah!
Russell commit to a character.
Druid.
Oh, okay.
I seen that before.
I give him.
Anna versus the animal abuse.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
He's
you know
just
what? This is
like,
gonna
what
be
character
interesting.
can I play?
No,
I stick my
conflict
fingers
with
into
Anna.
my
No.
dog's eyes.
my plan was to find an archetype that doesn't have an animal companion.
Oh, it would be a shaper, probably, like one that transforms into.
Roa, dance. Stop making her do that.
Roa likes me better than you, Hannah.
He
They
just
all
wants to fuck with Beard Dude. What the?
I know, and every one of his characters goes, Anna.
You have to say it with disdain, Anna.
I'm a druid, Anna. I didn't introduce myself yet.
Hold on.
You seem like
I
an
am
Anna.
Now I'm a
You look-
wizard.
Yo, play Jimmy, bro.
You look like a.
My name is Jimmy.
Yeah.
I forgot how to do his voice. But now I couldn't be Jimmy.
Yo, make a spellcaster, Russ. Play Jimmy. That would be
Play
dope.
Jimmy,
The
dude.
party would never accept Jimmy.
Yeah,
Bring
he's an
down-
outsider.
Even Drew couldn't write that into the story.
Hey, Jimmy shows up. I wrote it in.
Bring
Hey
their-
guys, it's me, Jimmy.
Hey, I'm Jimmy.
I'm
Remember
Jimmy
my
Jim Jim.
cardboard wand?
No, I want to start it serious.
And
Oh,
then slowly
okay.
degrade.
I'm pretty sure this is what you said with Gar too.
Okay,
in that
guys, calm down. He said he wants to start it serious.
la-
Give him
Third
5
time's
minutes
the
after
charm.
that, and then it will be just hilarious.
Hey, get back to your game. I gotta work here.
So I'm
Serious time.
searching the church.
Yeah, upon searching the church, there's no real relevant or pertinent information.
There's no basement in the church or anything.
No basement.
I already checked it.
Did you check it, bro?
Okay.
It's unfortunate that we didn't tell you that.
And then I guess, yeah, I'll head back to. Shit. I'm gonna just keep inspecting buildings, basically. Go through all these people's homes.
People start coming back, Thurindle, and it looks like you don't find much on the north side of the island other than in the mayor's house.
Oh, that was the mayor's house? Okay.
Correct. The mayor's name was Bartholomew.
Okay. So I will attempt to find the party, I suppose,
Why?
after.
Cassie, any last acts while you're in town? Or are you gonna keep looking someplace?
Yeah, I wanted to come and search this building down here.
Oh, come.
You search a building down here. Perception check, please.
15.
You don't find anything too interesting in this building.
Can I scan over the crops to see if it looks like anything was like recently dug up?
You do
Slash
see
buried.
there's a cemetery here.
Can I see about like fresh graves?
You head over there, and yes, indeed, there are 2 fresh graves.
Is there a shovel kicking around?
Yeah, do it.
This
Yeah.
village seems like lazy people.
No, you know what? There wouldn't be any shovels kicking around.
Is there a marked tombstone?
Yeah, all the tombstones are. Yeah, they're all marked.
Do they have like names?
Yeah, they sure do. You're easily
dude.
able to identify that there are some darling names.
Could you acknowledge the local on these names to try and see if maybe have like heard of the deaths or something to see if they line up.
Yeah, do a knowledge local.
Make sure they're not just burying bodies and putting fake names on them. 8.
You see that there are some darling names on there, but they look older. Like all the dates are like there's not one within the last 30 years kind of
I
thing.
thought that the graves were fresh, though.
Oh, on the 2 fresh graves, no. The 2 fresh graves just have different names.
Oh.
Wally Severson and Targan Ulbeck.
I knew Targan.
Yeah, I forgot I have a Traveler's Any tool. I'm going to bend it into a shovel. Start digging into those fresh graves.
You dig. In the first one, you hit and you hear like a cracking noise as you strike an urn.
Mummy rot pours out.
Shh. This is my adventure. Never break a pot in Drew's adventure. It's just certain character death.
I mean, we haven't seen any pirates, so you know, mummy rots around.
It
the
either
corner.
contains mummy rot or
Don't give away what's in the other grave, okay? I don't know how you got GM privileges.
It's a
pirate. Yar, mate, you freed me.
He's not even dead. He's just lying in there.
Can't a man take a nap? Close the door.
It's Russ's other character.
Oh, thank you. You freed me. I'm Jimmy Jr.
Anna.
Jimmy's
With the
younger,
party.
more attractive brother.
Would the party accept an anti-paladin?
Yep.
No.
Oh,
No.
well, I mean, probably not. I mean,
Edward
although
would. He'd be like,
we do
"Are you
have
a
would we or did we?
paladin?"
Would we or did we?
Yeah,
It
you kind of already
depends.
did.
Unless you were doing like a sort of anti-hero, like a evil to fight evil kind of thing, but even then, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Bully
you didn't
Edward.
manage to do good to fight evil.
I mean, Svelda wouldn't
Edward.
accept you.
And she's
Well,
evil,
maybe.
supposedly.
But yeah,
how can you
Cassio just
talk?
like,
You are an anti-paladin. Sort of.
Read that description and tell me if it doesn't sound exactly like Gar.
well, that's what I mean. Like, why are you getting rid of Gar to make an anti-paladin?
Just converting him.
Oh, okay.
Less work.
Yeah, I don't know though. Gar has a lot of answering to do
that
with the
though,
party.
I'm gonna go on and say you can't just decide like, yeah, I'm an anti-paladin now.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, and if it's Gar specifically, if he came back, like I don't know if we would want to talk about that, but like would we just be like, we forgive you, Gar, for killing these random people?
Sure.
What do you?
I mean, I don't see Svelda
Comment.
caring that much.
Okay, well,
Thurndal would care.
yeah, Hannah would care.
I mean, Gamry still killed way more people.
Yeah, and I tried to kill him too. Like I don't. You're not proving your point.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Anyways,
But the hard part is, like, we decided in the beginning to try and make a good aligned party. Watching it slip away.
Oh, it was
Hey,
bound
don't
to,
say
it was
party.
gonna happen. It's just how long did you
It
last?
started with
You
one
did
evil
well.
character.
Yeah, I blame it on
Not how
necromancy.
good it was.
Yeah, it's Edward's fault. He was hanging with Edward too much.
You were the second evil character, and then it just got out of
I'm
hand.
not evil.
He just
You
judged.
just
me.
have evil class abilities and
Yeah, it's because
spells.
I'm an oracle. I didn't choose this. It's an evil
Yeah,
god
But
chose.
you sort of did.
I'll find a good
I mean,
character.
the players did, but not the character. So how can I be evil? See, it's all about using the
Absolving
metagame to play
yourself of
interesting
your
new
choices.
characters. It's playing new archetypes. Okay, I'm sorry, Edward's
I
now.
can't tell the
the
difference between the man and Edward.
Welcome to my evil lair. I'm Edward.
Is the
I bet
call.
at the end of the campaign, we're just gonna fight Gar, Edward,
Dang.
Gamry, like a Gamry Death Knight,
Cassie's ghost brother.
Speltnaz versus Cassie.
Well, it was a fun tangent, but
All right, what are you guys doing? Shelton, you dig up the grave, the first grave, and hit an urn. Are you digging up the second grave?
Yes, but I'm going to make sure I bury the first grave first. in case someone
With
comes
the
to
amount of
grab
time it takes, the crowd starts kind of like milling back into town.
Okay, I'll just quickly dig up the second one.
Like you won't have enough time. Like people will catch you if you dig up the second one.
What a bomber.
Yeah, not worth it.
I don't remember you saying anything like that to me when I decided to fly away.
Come fly away.
Well, okay, Cassie, you take one smite,
Okay.
I was joking.
and you only have the 9 hit points listed on your token.
Oh no!
I knew what I was doing.
This is what his life
You
is
basically
like.
walk past and you hear like 2 villagers talking, being like, "I told you outsiders were trouble. Oh, they ruined John's crops. John's gonna be awful mad. Maybe his family will starve this winter.
Sure hope they do.
I know, John's worked so hard, especially after his wife passed away and all. I know, John's got to raise all 3 of those girls by himself.
Wow.
We get it.
Now without
Everyone's
a wheat
named
field.
John and Brian.
I know, and especially with that bum leg, how's he gonna even, like, field the crops?
none of us
that he
will
has?
even pitch in to feed the family. They'll just starve.
We're just gonna watch him freeze, and I'm gonna take all their land.
That was really good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, we are kind of dicks.
Oh fuck, man, he's the best. Oh. Fuck that Mormon.
Actually, yeah, Cassie uses her mockingbird ability and walks up to them and like starts mimicking their voices and says that.
What the
No.
what are you doing? I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're making your mockingbird, but you're making who talk? Or
I'm
you...
like mimicking, yeah, I'm gonna mimic the farmers and say that, be like, we won't even pitch in to help the starving family.
They're not actually saying that.
In other words,
She's like, she looks at you sternly and says, "Don't judge us that harshly, outsider. Of course we'll help him. Well,
She
there'll
was
be a
using
plate
her
that
mo-
goes around in church."
He was using his voice throwing ability to mimic.
But I
their
thought he
voice.
was just mimicking their voice, but using it on himself.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yeah,
Oh,
so they just thought you did like a really good impression.
I see. Never mind. My
Says,
mistake.
of course, we're going to pass the dish around. We're going to make sure his family don't starve. But it's hard on a man's pride, you know? I reckon she's right. Not being able to take care of himself, his family, or his daughters can drive a man to drink, God
Yeah.
forbid.
Gar should have killed them all.
Cassie's going to give her 3 silvers and say, for the collection plate when it gets passed around, not all outsiders are bad.
They hold your hand like in a very affectionate way. Say, by dawn's light, go in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, by the daylight, noon, whatever.
Morning, noon, and night.
They look at you kind of funny. That's a good diplomacy. So they ignore any transgression because you're being actually a genuine human being.
Not true.
Yeah.
I shoot them with fire arrows.
So Cassie, the rest of the party meets up just outside of town.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Am
So
I
I'll
there?
actually
Because
make my way
Anna
back
was just
there.
gonna look for the wagon, and if I didn't find it, then yeah, just hide on the outside of town until we
No
go
wagon. The black whatchamacallits are not around.
Well, Anna's pretty angry when the rest of the group shows up and says, "What happened?"
Yes. What was that about?
Yeah, what the hell? I think Gar just went crazy and started attacking people, and then Leslie just, like, went crazy too.
I didn't go that crazy.
Edward, did you see the priest cast anything? I was right beside him.
Did I?
You saw Edward. You weren't that close, but he did smite Leslie.
I did see, I think,
you
some
probably
kind
hit
of...
like basically what it looked like was a glowing bolt of light descending
Yeah.
from the heavens and striking Leslie.
It hurt.
I think Leslie got hit by lightning or something. No, I think it was that.
I think it was the
You're
preacher.
sure that he didn't do something to Gar?
No, I don't think. Oh, you're trying to say, like, was Gar, like, mind controlled or something? No, I just...
Why else would he attack people like that?
Innocent people.
I don't know. I guess he had that face.
That
Like-
faggot collector did nothing.
He had that face of a man that's really angry, but I don't
Faggot
know.
collector.
Didn't feel like a spell to me. Felt like the man was, I don't know, maybe something possessed him.
He was a Gamelonian.
I saw that Gamelonian rage sometime. I would see it in my pop's eyes.
Seems to only be a matter of time until they snap.
I don't know. He just went down a river or something. He's gone. I don't think we'll see him again, or maybe we will.
He's in the shadows. Twirling his mustache.
I basically panicked and flew away. Sorry about that.
Yes, that was a bit.
I'm
People
not
don't
even...
have wings. You can just do that in front of people.
I don't think that although they do seem to
Elliot?
execute magic users here, I do not believe that the family resides here. I believe that they live somewhere outside of the town.
Who? You mean the
Darlings.
The Darlings.
I found a message in the mayor's house. Sort of threat from one Frank, I believe it was.
Frank Darling, correct.
Frank Darling. Threatening the mayor.
Can you see Carl?
Wow.
For the way he dealt with magic users.
My mouse is fucking up.
How did he deal with magic users?
Yeah, I can see.
Well, obviously, the way the town has been dealing with them. This is the mayor I'm talking about.
I see.
Wait, the Darlings threatened the mayor about how he was treating magic users?
Yes, it seems that although they are on the same course, they prefer to do things differently.
He was
Wow.
also paying him to let certain people go.
That was the sheriff, not the mayor.
Oh,
Yeah, you had the mayor or the sheriffs.
Well, I guess
so I'll wait till you're done talking about the mayor before I bring up the sheriff.
Well, yeah, I convey the information, basically just what I said.
What do we do from here? Do we go after the Darlings or do we find Gar? If he is possessed, I don't know if we should let him go.
He could cause a lot of trouble. We should find him.
When I was, I guess, by myself, and thought I was abandoned, I guess there's people that came and kind of like helped me. I think maybe we should not leave Guard just disappear.
That was,
Maybe
that was us. That was us who helped you.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
Yes, it was.
Oh, you're talking about a different occasion. I suppose you get captured a lot, don't you?
Okay, fine. You help too. Sorry. Well, all I'm saying is like maybe we should help him. Damn it. No, let's make fun of poor little Edward who's just trying to help.
Poor little
Okay.
Edward.
Look at his dumb high collar.
He's got his collar popped, yo.
Look, it's fashionable, okay? It makes me look cool, like I don't care or something.
So the
We
party's
should
resigned
follow the stream.
that you're going to follow the stream?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Gar is kind of... But, like, what are we going to do? Like, are we going to, like, try to... Should we try to go in and... Why don't we do a factory reset, Anna? Can we try that with his mind?
Well,
Honestly, I can
if
do
Thorindel,
something.
like actually brings that up, Anna says like, I want to find out what happened. It's hard to accept that he just started attacking people for no reason, and if something did happen, then we can't just let him roam around out there.
Listen, I will say I've been searching for something that suppresses homicidal rage. And if you give it to someone every day like medicine, they won't murder people anymore. It's a real thing.
I can, look, I want to know what happened.
Well, I guess we're off to meet the wizard then.
Russell, you up for this, or do you want?
Are you a bitch?
If they can find Gar, I can RP Gar. That's fine.
Okay.
Do you even know where Gar is?
So the next morning, you guys set out to find Gar. I'm gonna need a survival check, please. Hold. I need one person to declare who's doing it, and everyone else to support.
I think I've got the highest survival check.
You wanna bet?
Okay. Let me look. My survival is
Well,
How
no,
much?
plus
he asked
7.
How
if you
mu-
wanted
yeah.
to bet.
How much of your parents' money do you have left? None.
You feeling saucy? Mine's plus 7.
Survival plus 11.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, mine's plus 3.
All right, I'm going to help you with a 10.
Hey, you get a +2 to this roll, Benzel.
Oh, will also help.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
That's 17.
Good thing you guys didn't let me roll like
That's
I said.
21.
Yeah, with your +3.
Well, what are you talking about? 15.
That's 23. So unfortunately, that is not enough to find Gar. The trail runs cold, and you lose a day trying to track him down.
I have like a 10% chance of beating you.
I
sure.
will say that if Gar wanted to return to us, then he would have. The fact that we can't find him might mean that he does not want to be found.
True, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Maybe sometimes when your judgment is clouded, you make bad decisions.
Yeah, like raising corpses.
Look,
Yeah, or
I
like
never
raising
raised
babies.
I never raised a single corpse.
I've never raised
unless
a
I
single
was
baby.
forced.
Yeah, you're about to.
I
We'll
don't-
see.
Oh, you got a elixir to change that skin color?
I found out that I can. Wow, dude! I found out that I could give the baby to Gar.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
It's a point. So unfortunately, you think Gar has slipped your tracks. Yeah, unfortunately, the river makes it very difficult.
Now.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we should
Start
probably
hunting us.
prioritize.
Start
like, we
hunting
do
us.
have some people to save. I mean, there's no
Although I would like to
to
continue
say-
looking for Gar, I feel that we have lost the trail.
Cassie almost kind of wants to go back to Dunford to make sure he's not just tearing up.
Yeah, Jesus.
Do smash. Do smash.
You talking about Betty Chin Smasher?
Yeah, I included her as part of the mythos in the
You
campaign.
know what? How far is Dunford?
I'll tell you later.
How far away is
You're looking at like 2.5 days. Like,
Okay.
you can go back to Dunford, see if Gar's headed that way. Gar could also go through the Middlelands, though. Like, there's lots of places he could go. Plus, there's all sorts of
Right.
other settlements around.
Oh, I
Is-
think we were just both concerned about our home. I wasn't even personally going to go.
Yeah.
I was just going to send Rob.
I'm gonna like if you guys want to go, you can. However, the original People's Trail might run colder.
Tell you what, guys, how far away is Dunford? I probably can't cast this that far, actually.
2.5 days, so like a
Yeah.
big distance.
Never mind.
I can
Nice crying.
I can
Doesn't go
shadow
that
walk
far.
us there, but we'll probably get lost and not end up
What
that
the?
close.
Stop inventing words.
Well, no, that almost doesn't even work though, because like we would get there before
Leslie,
Gar
Do you
would.
know the
you're
dangers
right.
of traveling through the outside?
No, but you know,
No,
I'm-
but maybe we can find out together.
yeah, I'm willing to learn.
Can't be much dangerous than traveling with a Gamelonian.
Yeah. I mean, how
Awesome.
dangerous could it honestly be?
Oh, with a spear. Oh, there he is.
Could be very extremely dangerous.
Well, why don't me and you go on a day trip and find out one time?
They're creatures.
I mean, where I'm at, I'm sort of at like the point where I'm like metagamingly, I don't want to like waste time having us go
Yeah,
there.
wow, that's kind of-
Yeah, it is like, and that's what Anna would do. Like Anna would be like, "Fuck these gnomes! I want to make sure Gamry doesn't fucking or Gar doesn't show
Yeah,
up."
it's difficult because of
Wreak havoc.
the situation.
I
Ultimately, we would probably like.
I mean, hey, you know what?
Splitting up would actually be.
That's the thing is I probably should like sleep soon. Can I have Anna like go back to Dunford and come back?
I think I'm at a good point to leave before I touch anything else.
before we touch anything else, because I'm gonna burn that city to the ground.
Yeah,
Lick the bean.
You think you got another maybe 15 minutes in your beard? 15,
Yeah,
20 minutes?
Yep.
I was gonna leave actually.
Let's, Carl, another 15, 20 minutes. Beard committed. You got to commit to.
No, I don't. I have to go pick my wife up.
Oh.
I should understand.
Let's
The
come to a
only
party
acceptable.
Can we come to a party consensus on what you want to do next, so I can plan around it in the
That's
upcoming?
tough.
I think we're all going to
Find the gnomes.
find the gnomes, investigate the thing.
Okay, so you're gonna stay with the main plot.
Because that's the thing, I'm willing to overlook like what our characters would do for the sake of like it would just be fucking pointless to go back to Dunford and be like he's not there.
With the knowledge geography, like you think Gar's chance of winding up in Dunford is pretty slim.
Or whatever.
Let's see, deliberately goes back there.
Yeah, but like
'Cause
even
it feels
before
like the
Gar
party just
mentioned that
betrayed
he
him.
wanted to go through the center lands.
Russell's next quest: Gar goes on a killing spree targeting party members' families.
Dunford.
I wisely have no family. The rest of you are idiots.
No.
Oh, he killed my first
baby.
year literature prof.
That's
Gar-
nice.
Now this
Gar-
is personal.
Gar fucking goes to Bryn and he like digs up some scandal about the university Gorgon went to, like rendering his diploma moot. Just like
What an evil monster!
this this professor who educated Gorgon believed in same-sex goblin marriage.
No.
He missed a footnote in his dissertation.
You son of a bitch!
He labeled his bibliography by dates, not by alphabetical order. Strip away all of this.
No, I was young. I was young.
Gorgon's like, I don't know what to believe anymore. Smashes all of his clocks. Vive la revolution!
Well,
I think
let's get to work
Gorgon-
removing those scars.
Gorgon would go full communist.
Me and Carl are just gonna kill Gamry anyways in our quest, so I don't
So,
know why you guys are
Russell,
playing this.
what's
Yep.
your next
Just
character?
gonna kill him off camera.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. I think it's a good point to leave off, especially if Carl's going to bail out and
Ew.
Beard's looking to get to bed. So
You're welcome, Beard.
Fun stuff, guys.
I could stay
Great,
up.
I
Bitch.
know. I'm just.
I'll stay up and then work and then go to sleep. I don't give a fuck about anything.
Do it. Just do it, man.
And delirious.
We have to
But,
play.
I mean,
We have to play Morrowind.
how long's your shit?
I don't want you're ruining everything. I want to experience it myself. I want to do like
He wants to
multiplayer.
play it single player.
No, I
No.
don't. But like, he's just
I want to
like,
play single player online Morrowind.
come here. You want to see all the secrets? I'm like, no. I
There's-
want to explore.
All the secrets is like 3 of 10
You
billion secrets.
you do realize that Carl ruins all video games, right?
I
You
know.
do realize
I used to
that
really
Carl
like
ruins
Terraria until I found out
everything.
Carl
I
played.
know. I know nothing about this game. These people are